at the time of my life, I felt like pamper bitch, to be honest. I feel like I was the celebrity. Like I was the one being well taken care of. So yeah, there's nothing about this trip that I can say I did not like. I liked everything. I liked everything. And if you want to see pictures, girl, go online. If you want to book a vacay, go to Reset by Design Wellness. And trust me, you are not going to be disappointed. Not at all. Ain't no way. Loved every minute of it. Thank you so much, Reset by Design Wellness. Thank you so much, Bondi, for giving us all that opportunity. And I hope to see you all on the next trip. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Not come on in. Not come. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video. Right?
What's going on, everybody? It's your girl BondyBlue, and I'm back in this. Hi, everybody. I hope you guys are having a really great Thursday. Yes, girl. When I tell y'all, I was thinking today, I cannot wait to go on another vacation. So if y'all are, thinking about signing up for next year's trips to Tulum and Mauritius with Reset by Design Wellness, can y'all please do that? So we can go have a good time. And shout out to my girl. That's the reason why I wanted to play Kaisha's ad, because the women who go on these trips, the women that go on these trips, listen, I feel like you got to be a certain type of girl, okay? And you got to be the type of girl that sets goals, that accomplishes things, that, is working on themselves. You know what I'm saying? You are a percentage of the Black women's that's out here trying to make something shake for themselves, no matter how tough of a childhood, no matter how tough of a relationship history. Okay? Thank you. No matter. The girls, the women, the ladies that come on the Reset by Design Wellness trips are on this shit. Okay? My girl Kaisha just came out with her book. Okay, her first book. It's a memoir. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I am impartial. Okay. I think this might be one of the first times I've ever been like put in somebody's book before. But it was she gave thanks, in a book or whatever it's called, when you dedicate the book, right? So I was one of the people that she dedicated her book to. And every time I think about that shit, it makes me emotional. I'm not even gonna lie. Because I come into contact with people all the time that, not all the time, but frequently I've come into contact with women that tell me how I helped them through something that they were going through in their personal life. And because of that, they become a part of my life in some type of way. And I always feel just, I don't know, like I feel good. I feel good about the world when shit like that happens. Because it feels like, okay, I'm doing my job and it's working. And people are having a better experience in some way. And it is helping people, like it makes me feel good. I'm not going to lie. So shout out to Kaisha, because this is just an amazing thing. And it is inspiring me. Shout out to Scotty, okay? Because Scotty also, hold up, let me, while I'm at it, since we talking about everybody, okay? Before we get into the live, give y'all a chance to come in. Shout out to Scotty by Nature. Okay, y'all. Scotty got a fucking book on Amazon too called That's Why You're Lonely. Okay? Listen. I'm gonna need for him to stop like making this face, because he low-key looked like Okay, why he look like and that's why you're lonely, bitch. Like, why is giving that? But it's also giving like I wrote a book. You know what I'm saying? I'm so proud of him. So shout out to Scotty. I love this. I really, really do. I love it. I have a great appreciation for, the people that actually accomplish shit that I feel like is really hard. And writing a book is really hard, okay? So shout out to them. I love them for real. You know what I mean? And, I feel like I love the fact that I'm in some good company. You know what I'm saying? I like the fact that I'm in some good company and some amazing people out here, y'all. So yeah, shout out to them. Congratulations, y'all. Y'all are amazing. Yeah. I got a cute little show. Okay. Please make sure you're like sharing me with your people and stuff. I'm trying to get my numbers up, y'all. I realize that I get into this thing and I wonder if it's a me thing, right? It's the shit I should be posting on TikTok. But like I did YouTube to such a high level at one point, and I'm talking about like the number of videos that I was doing, the amount of work that I was putting in. Like I put in so much work over time and still never got to the place I thought I would get. And so with that, I kind of found myself feeling like I'm tired of working myself to death. Like I'm tired of doing this in a way that feels like I'm just feeding into this machine. And now it's literally the way everything is being done. You have to be constantly posted on TikTok in order for your numbers to go up. You have to be, and I'm like, I don't want to experience my art in this way because I feel like this is art for me. This is what I do. And I spend a lot of time reading and thinking and not just doom scrolling, but the content that I am taking in, I feel like helps me do this, right? And then this, in fact, helps me help y'all in some type of way and helps me help myself. Like, hello, circular. Okay, that's what I'm here for, bitch. And so I feel like I get so frustrated with feeling like I'm supposed to be working like a motherfucking dog in every space. You know what I mean? And so that's why I feel like, I'm okay sometimes with being where I'm at with it because my energy is more important to me than anything. And I learned that working on a corporate job for almost a decade. And really just working in corporate America since I was like 14. I had a job at the courthouse. I've worked at a grocery store. I've worked at, I told y'all about the Cold Stone story, um, to that one man. You know, I've had jobs, y'all, but I'm really, I'm one of those people that I get into the job and I'm good at the job. Whether I like it or not, I'm gonna be good at the job. And so now, like, I feel like I am really good at the job. Like I am. But it's still, you just always feel like you're not doing that well if you're not conceding in some way. And to me, talking about shit I don't want to talk about, overworking myself, all of that's conceding. And I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Like I want to do this organically. I want to do it in a way that feels good to me and not like I'm working myself to death, if that makes sense. So y'all pray for me. Okay? Y'all pray for me while I figure this life out. Okay? Um Random unsubscribing. What does that mean? You mean like when YouTube does that? All I know is why YouTubers don't struggle with their views. There are things behind this system. Oh, I know. Especially me. I do feel like I underestimate the fact that people listen to me, that I might be pissing the wrong people off. Okay, like remember we was just talking about how Ryan, a comedian, was saying how, talking about certain people, he didn't realize how much he was missing out on when it came to money in his career because he was speaking on certain things and all of that. And I was just like, oh, my daddy didn't raise no bitch like that. I'm sorry. No, like, and I'm not calling him a bitch, y'all. I just mean like, if it ain't for me to have, it ain't for me to have. Like, I would rather approach that mindset to it than feel like I need to be bending all the fucking time for people. Maybe, maybe that's that neurodivergent shit they be talking about. Cause like my entire existence has felt like a constant push and pull. Like I'm not, no, I'm really true to this at this point. I'm true to this and not new to this at this feeling of feeling like, oh, I should have been selling myself out in some type of way to get further. Like I've been understanding that this entire time. And I swear to God, I'm all right with it. I swear to God, I'm all right with it, y'all. That's why it's like when we having some of these conversations, I hate being like grouped in with some of the conversations that's being had. Like, I'm gonna start off with Cardi because I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm tired of talking about Cardi. If I can say that, if I could be honest, I am tired of talking about Cardi. And the reason why I'm tired of talking about Cardi is because I am not a dog pile type bitch. I don't like bullying, none of that. But I also don't like all this dick riding that happens, right? To where everybody feels like, you know, if you have an adverse opinion about the shit, it's either some hater shit, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it ain't none of that. Like, some of us really can be smack dab in the middle of the situation. Like, at the end of the day, bitch, do what you want to do, but also, bitch, you about to set yourself up for some bullshit. Like, and then everybody's like, oh my God, you know, like, I don't like any of this vibe, right? Because it's a vibe where it feels like, for one, we can't be honest about how we feel. But then for two, if we are honest with how we feel, then I'm being added to a trick bag of misogynist bitches that's talking about she's married and all. I don't give a fuck. As a married woman, I don't give a fuck. I tell y'all all the time, the marriage is only as valuable as the two people in it see it. All right. If the two people in the marriage don't see it as valuable, then it's not valuable to nobody else. Meaning that Offset doing everything that he did means I don't give a fuck about nothing that they say this lady is doing. And I'm sure her lawyers told her that it was okay for her to live her life after she had filed for divorce and they had moved into separate homes. That's usually how that goes. So all of this fear mongering that she shouldn't be living her life just because of Offset ass, no. Like, I'm not here for that, because I feel like that nigga so whack. I saw that he wants her to pay his taxes. That was like one of the recent things that I saw. I don't know if I saved that story or not. Let me scroll. We're about to have a conversation about Belka Leash, y'all. And so I need for y'all to prepare y'allselves. Guard your loins if you about to be fucking sensitive in these comments, because I am going to be agreeing with her in some respect, and I'm going to be dragging her this got some respect. But because I feel like she's doing the thing that we told her not to do, which is you're starting to act like Nicki Minaj. Ooh, don't get upset, everybody. You don't ever get your ass on the fucking internet and defend a nigga against any type of allegation that you know you could never know if it happened or not because you weren't there. You are turning into Nicki Minaj. I was so upset. And this is what we talking about, where we be like, damn, bitch. Like, what what you not getting? Stop doing all of this shit for these niggas. I know in essence you are defending your relationship with him as to say this shit not true. And I just kind of feel like that evidence that you posted, we're going to get into it, but that shit, that doesn't absolve him from anything, because the nigga accusing him stole some shit from him. That doesn't absolve anybody from anything. And so what I would just want for you to do is to never actually speak on it. Ignore it like you're ignoring it in the premise of y'all's relationship, right? You're ignoring it. You don't give a fuck about it. You have a baby with him. You'll be in a relationship with him regardless to that, right? Ignore it on social media too. Do not get your ass on the internet defending that nigga about some shit that you were never really there for, so you cannot really know. Just like everybody want to be, oh, you don't know, you wasn't there, okay. But I'm leaving the option open for both things to happen, and y'all want everybody to believe that is not true just because we all wasn't there, and that don't make sense. Because we all weren't there, it could be true, it could not be true. But when you got niggas in football and they have assault allegations, usually there is some truth. Where there's smoke, there's fire, because hypermasculinity and misogyny taking place in the sport bleeds into people's lives. I need for everybody to go see him and actually watch it and pay attention. I saw a story today about a man that committed suicide, an ex-football player. They up there trying to act like it was because of CTE. You don't know that until you actually look at the brain. However, if a person has all these types of issues, remembering things, anger issues, delayed cognitive responsive, all of that shit, yeah, that's a telltale sign. You could never know for sure until you test, but that doesn't mean that you can't see certain behaviors and surmise nigga might have CTE. I mean, that's what we all kind of sort of think about Mike Tyson to some degree. Fuck. You what's the other one named? The other boxer that's got all that money. Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, niggas is slow, but also niggas get hit in the head a lot. Niggas get hit in the head a lot. And boxers have been getting hit in the head since before their prefrontal cortex, girl, whatever the fuck. Your whole brain was not together yet. Their whole brains, Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather, I'm sure, were training and boxing as teenagers, and I'm sure at 20-something, 21, 22, 23. This is all before your brain closes all the way. So can you imagine what happens when it comes to forming this part of the brain that actually helps you with your logic and your reasoning in your life? That's why when we get older, most of us seem to make better decisions, because now our brain has completely closed. So not everything could work together and we can understand better, right? You have, to me, in this age, I have way more understanding, and I'm able to self-soothe myself way better. There's a lot of shit now that I'm in my 30s, going into my 40s, that I have a better grasp on myself and life now that I am no longer in my 20s, when my brain wasn't completely together. So for me, when you see people that play football and you see people that box or they play any type of sport that does a lot of damage to their heads, I'm pretty much gonna assume that those niggas are gonna have some type of issues. And usually it's impulse control issues. The same issues that you would have as a young person before your brain fully forms. Impulse control. Yeah, if you're beating the shit out of the head, I imagine over time, even though your brain might grow together, it might have all of these defects and issues and shit. You know what I'm saying? And the brain damage would then cause these men to be more violent, to have less impulse control, right? And then you see how the football players are always doing shit that act, like, yeah, y'all act like somebody knocked y'all upside the fucking head one too many times. Are y'all okay? They're not. They're not. They're not. They're also not being raised to have sense on some level. But yeah, okay. I was trying to find. So yeah, when it comes to this nigga, Stefan, we talked about it. We heard the video. I was looking for the screenshot, but we heard the video of her saying that the nigga wanted her to pay his taxes. So he a whack ass nigga, like, period. Right? Right? So you got to be safe out here when you go to the next one, because you coming from such a whack ass nigga that any type of, like, any type of improvement will make you think you're dealing with something completely different. And this is just like true tea about relationships, period. That's why you have to be so careful about the rebound person, because the rebound person will present themselves with being just a little bit better than the previous relationship. And because the previous relationship had your ass so down in the dumps, that little bit of better is going to seem like a whole lot more than it actually is. And that's why you got to be careful with your fucking self, right? You telling everybody else be careful with you, bitch. You not careful with you. I love you. I love you for real. I love you for real. Okay? I love you for real, sis. And this is for all of the girls. This is for the girls that's listening, because everybody like, what we supposed to do with this information? Bitch, you can listen to it, you can eat it, you can consume it, you can process it. I don't fucking know, but I feel like it should help. If for nothing, the conversations, they should help. Okay? In case you was thinking about doing some dumb shit, it might help. Who knows who the conversation may reach and grab. Okay? Because to be honest about you, this situation wasn't that much different from the E. Kane situation. And y'all see how the E. Kane situation has developed over there on TikTok. She just got read the fuck down by a girl with barely any eyebrows and a bonnet. Beautiful girl nonetheless. Called the girl ugly, and I was just like, that girl's skin so fucking pretty. What you talking about? Bitch, skin so smooth. I was just like, y'all be lying. Y'all be calling people ugly just for any old thing. We might run through that on TikTok if y'all want me to, because that shit was just funny. I need y'all to hear the read that girl gave E. Kane. Bitch. And also, having small lips don't mean you not pretty. I need y'all to stop with the dicks, the dick riding shit. Because really, I be thinking the only reason y'all now like big lips is because niggas correlate big lips to dick sucking or some shit like that. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Because my mama didn't have no big ass lips. That's why I kind of sort of have lips. Shout out to my pa. Okay, you couldn't tell he had lips because he had a mustache. That bottom lip, though. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, free the little lips, okay? Free the little lips. There's no respect. No respect for the little lips. I don't appreciate it. Okay? Everybody's beautiful out here. Now y'all got the girls thinking they gotta look like fucking Sierra in order for them to be pretty because they all upset about little lips. Bitch, your lips wasn't never that little. Everybody's lips ain't supposed to look like, they got sucked through a vacuum tube, bitch. Everybody not supposed to look like that. What's wrong with y'all? For the girls that really do look like that, they got made fun of for their mouths. Now you hoes going to do all of this extra shit. Lips looking like the inside of somebody's swollen vagina. I don't know what's happening. Let's listen to what happened with Cardi B. I'm sorry. I went on a tangent. Cardi B claps back at JT. I want justice for them babies. Okay, so if Cardi B is snapping back, let's start with JT. So Cardi B, baby father, a gay man. Not because of how he dressed or expressed himself, but because Chris said it out of his mouth. Justice for Chris. I stand with the gays. Okay, so I'm going to tell y'all right now, I cannot stand some of you. No, because sometimes I feel like I don't want to say it like this because I see how everybody's trying to dogpile on hood chicks. And it's like, bitch, I'm hood adjacent. Okay. So I'm holding your hand across the street while I'm telling you this. We ain't that far apart from each other. So don't take it like that when I say it. Okay. Please don't take it like that when I say it. But some of y'all really work on my nerves because y'all have no self-awareness, right? Like you hood and shit, but you ain't got it's no real self-awareness. The shit y'all know to pay attention to, but you don't know to pay attention to other shit. Because I was reading their responses to each other are y'all okay? Are y'all okay? Because here's the thing. I know what JT said was a response to what Cardi said about her pegging old boy, right? Pegging Uzi, right? So both of y'all fucking gay men. Is that what we supposed to understand here? What's wrong with that? What's the problem with that? I told y'all, it's a whole bunch of straight people with gay people. It happens all the time. Okay? Really, sometimes you might want to fuck other people, but doing life with people, that's hard. Doing life with people is hard. You got to really like them people. Child, I was just watching Hunk for Jesus again. Do y'all remember Hunk for Jesus with Regina Hall and fine ass curling Sterling K. Brown? Get my words together. Sterling K. Brown. Y'all remember that? I rewatched that on Peacock last night. And just like a reminder, it's terrible sometimes when you see straight women and relationships with gay men. It's really terrible unless everybody knows what's happening, right? Everybody got to know what's happening. If you a straight woman with a gay man, you have to be able to go fuck straight men, and he has to be able to go and fuck gay men. And then y'all can have a great relationship. Okay? It's fine. Okay? And if the guy is bisexual, even better. Hopefully she'll end up getting tossed up like AJ Johnson one day. Okay? It's not a train, bitch. It's an actual threesome. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm open-minded. I'm sorry. Okay. But I'm just saying, what are we doing? I hate that when men alleges assault, it never gets taken serious. I'm glad you are speaking up. It should be taken seriously because at the end of the day, you know how either crazy or how courageous you have to be to say another nigga assaulted you. Because you know how much niggas is scared, first of all, that they're going to be perceived as weak. And then number two, they scared that people going to think that they're actually gay. I don't know if Chris Blake Griffin is actually gay or not. I'm not sure, but I know the nigga is pretty. And I know how much dominant dark-skinned niggas can sometimes really have an affinity for light-skinned men. And I think it's interesting because it's bred out of feeling like they were not as pretty growing up as men that look like that. But then as they get older and they become actual men, they realize that their type is more attractive to women. But there's still a feeling of, I can't stand you light-skinned niggas because y'all got the hoes when we was in school. But then you get older and the hoes like you, but you still paying attention to the light-skinned nigga. And you know why? It's because you liked the light-skinned nigga. Okay? Like, no, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to like draw the two things together, but Diddy comes to mind. I do feel like a part of the reason why the shit happened with LB Shore the way it did is because, nigga, not only was you jealous, but you like wanted the nigga. Like, I do think there's something to some of those men really liking pretty, you know, somewhat effeminate looking men. The men are not actually feminine looking, but if they have a certain level of prettiness, other niggas will both hate on them and want to fuck them at the same time. They do it to women all the time. So please don't think this is not happening. But that's the vibe I'm getting with the Stefan and the Chris thing. JT said, this is fucking nuts and sad. Gay men should be protected. I feel like this isn't being taken seriously enough. Even though I agree, you're not actually serious. You're doing this shit so that you can embarrass Cardi. And in that way, this very performative way of, oh, I care about the gays. Yeah, I don't really like it. I don't really like it. Because if you and your man was really on whatever y'all was on, I'd be like, girl, I peg him, he eat my ass, like we do all of the things. What are you and Stefan doing? Since we both fucking men that like men, what are y'all doing over there? This what we doing. What y'all doing? Like, I wouldn't have been that mad about some of it. Like, I probably would have been more upset about her commentary on the Carisha situation than I would be about this nigga. Because, like, you know, people think whatever they think about the two of y'all. Who fucking cares? Like, the fuck? Then Cardi B comes with some text messages that we could hardly read. I just want justice for them babies your man make you abort every time. Ask what he told me about how he felt when he wanted to see Britt in that courtroom. Who the fuck is Britt? And she didn't show up. Is that the girl before her that he was with, that he was also beating up? Y'all let me know in the comments. Or do I need to play the audio? And don't let me say what he was saying about Rock Nation. Just ungrateful. Okay, so you're doing a lot of problematic shit in this to me, Cardi. First of all, I thought we were cool with pro-choice, just like JT said. Like, don't be trying to use nobody abortions to shame them. That's some weird ass shit. Especially when you just got on Gayle King and everybody else and told us that you have a choice, right? You like choice. You like the choice to be able to have as many children as you would like to have with whatever nigga you want to have them with, and nobody's stopping you. That's another thing. Conversations about Cardi are not stopping her from doing shit. Tired of y'all saying that shit. Something be wrong with y'all. We got to let people, we're not stopping them, bitch. The conversation. These are words being said. Nobody's actually stopping her from doing anything. But either way, why is your commentary on, like, y'all are both saying shit that I feel like shows y'all have no... You just don't rib people on shit that you don't really feel. That's dumb to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to rib no woman about no fucking abortions. Like, that's crazy to me. You know, especially when I'm just up here telling everybody about choice. Anyway, the text messages say at some point that JT was pregnant by Uzi, and also how Uzi makes her evil, and you could tell that they're in a narcissistic, abusive relationship. And and it's like narcissistic abuse because I think that he plays games with her mind. Yeah, she fights him, she beats his ass, she might be his same size, but ultimately the person whose mind is being controlled, JT's mind is being controlled. JT changed her entire style up getting in that relationship with him, which means you're adopting his personality on some level. Number two, and I'm gonna say this, neither one of you bitches, Carisha nor JT, I really wish y'all would get over it. I really do. You could tell that on some level, y'all have decided because y'all have these niggas, y'all don't need to be worrying about y'all's music. I know JT is trying to do something on her own, and, you know, bitches, my pretty mother, you know, Hoes be looking, okay, that shit. That was a bop. I'm not gonna front on you. However, y'all are not doing the same type of magic solo as y'all did together. And the fact that y'all are both with weird ass niggas that on some level, I think hate y'all and really love other men, and y'all are both in relationships with these niggas, and they are doing what exactly? They're doing whatever they're doing, and y'all are worrying about them. I think that's crazy to me that y'all are both doing the same thing and y'all are mad at each other. And there's nothing wrong with people being gay. People, y'all know that, like, I'm bisexual. There's nothing wrong with it, y'all. The problem comes in where people are, I believe, not able to be that in real life the way they would like to. And so they act out in hatred against the women they're in relationships with, because they can't be who they want to be. And I feel like on some level, men like them seek out women that they can suck energy from, that they can suck artistic, value from in some type of way. And so to see both Carisha and JT stop doing the thing that made them famous so that they can be in relationships with niggas that may not really, really like them at the end of the day because the men treat them badly. I think that says a lot about the patriarchy y'all are so tired of hearing about. But it literally shows the way women are willing to lazily let go of what takes care of them, what empowers them, so that a man can do it for them. And I just think that's fascinating. It's very interesting to watch take place in this setting, right? With the hood girls that, might have grew up scamming and all of that. They get on, they finally are getting something on their own, but it's hard, right? The music industry is hard, but they have everything they need. City Girls had everything they needed to not just be a group, but be a brand. And I feel like it is them not having the discipline and the focus at the same time and letting them niggas get in their heads, I think, that really ruined their situation. Because the City Girls had the marketing power to not only put out songs and albums that go good on TikTok and in real life, but that could have added all of this product placement in it as two beautiful women that love hair, makeup, nails, clothes, the way they could have made their own bag out of this world if they were actually focused on what they had going on for more than 5 minutes before they let a nigga get in their head about what they need to be doing. Now you not coming to rehearsals. Now you not coming to the studio. Like, it's really upsetting. It's really upsetting when you think about it. Girl. So Cardi with the text messages, yes, my man does this. Mind his business, works hard, takes care of his family, inspired his generation, and doesn't snatch ass. His style is and what made him Lil Uzi. We are talking about Chris right now. Focus. Okay, talking about, bitch, your man got bigger fish to fry. What do you mean he has bigger fish to fry? Like, no, he doesn't. Like, what are you talking about? Him being who he is, like, he's famous for being who he is. That picture of him with that bag was from when we first met Lil Uzi Vert, and since then he is blown up much larger than he was back then, which should tell you that him dressing like that is not a hindrance to him or his career. And he still has a black woman that he's in a toxic relationship with. So based on the rules of patriarchy, Lil Uzi Vert is doing everything he's supposed to be doing as far as niggas is concerned. I got a woman I'm abusing. I make a lot of money. I do what the fuck I want to do. What else do y'all want from him? Oh, stop being feminine for y'all, please. For what? Everybody else being feminine behind closed doors. Just saying. I feel like, whatever.
This rat ass bitch, right? This bitch, this bitch supposed to be a motherfucking brim, and she threatening to snitch on some motherfucking body because she don't have anything to say about a bitch. That hoe is a loser. Wait, no, I got two things to say. So then she said, I'm going to tell little white nation what he said. No, not just that. The bitch trying to spread fake tea about abortions when she stood her illiterate ass in front of millions of people and said she stands for pro-choice. Drops bomb. I can't take the dumb bitch serious. I can't take the, and bitch, show me typing those motherfucking messages or I'm calling the police on your ass for defamation of character, bitch, because I'm sick of it, ho. And I will be back. And
Because I'm sick of it, ho.
I'm never getting off your ass, ho.
Oh my God. Y'all need to just bump coochies and call it a day. What else?
This rat ass bitch.
Right here. Okay. So basically, Cardi started working on her diss to JT when she heard JT's diss on her. That's what this seems like. Yeah. So where is the diss back? Okay. So I guess JT is in the studio working on it. Girl, I hope you give us something. I hope this anchor can give you something.
Listen to me. Shut up.
Okay, so this is where I was mad at Cardi B. Cardi B said Chris lied because he was stealing and got caught. There's receipts for that. He lied on Gervonta Davis too and changed the story 1,000 times. Cardi, I don't give a fuck what you think is true or what you think is a lie. Please don't ever in your motherfucking life do no shit like this again. Let them niggas fight their own battles and you stay quiet on social media just like that nigga stay quiet on social media. I'm sure he was even mad at you for responding to this. Like, you should have just ignored this shit if you ask me. Because this is very Nicki Minaj-like.
So if he didn't give you the bread that you were asking for, you were going to take a bag of his shit to sell?
No,
Chris, shut the fuck up and call it Uber and leave.
I am, but can you just let me get my statement out, bro? Can you let me get my statement? Where's the ownership? Bro, can you please not be physical with me, bro?
Chris, quit the victim shit. Bro, quit the victim shit, Chris. Nobody wants to hear that shit. Yes, you are.
I just asked him, bro.
With my kid, bro. You didn't ask him, hey, can I take a bag full of
No,
your
I
shit?
didn't.
You also didn't tell him. You also did not tell him, hey, I have a bag full of your shit, but instead, could you give me some bread?
Bro, I just talked to him as man to man, bro. I had no intention of letting down on my brother, bro.
Bro, clearly you did. Shut the fuck up.
I didn't take it.
Listen to me. Shut up. So if he didn't give you the bread that you were asking for, you were going to take a bag of his shit to sell?
Okay. So that clip sounds like, and I feel like that's oh boy holding the phone, right? That's Stefan holding the phone. That's what that felt like. Whoever the woman is, not sure. She is in defense of Stefan. She's basically saying that Chris stole something and was basically like, oh, I got this shit, send me some money. But she keeps telling him to shut up, so we can't actually hear his side of things. And the way that was chopped up, like, I just want y'all to understand, a person can be assaulted and then steal something from somebody. I don't know if he actually stole shit or not, but I also feel like if you did something to me and I wake up that morning and realize that something was done and I'm looking around your place and realize that I could take some of this shit, yeah, I might take some of that shit. If that's the case. But like one doesn't equal the other one out. It's still a possibility that it happened and it's still a possibility that it didn't happen. It was an actual police report. Also, like, let's not act like there was no police report. And, Tasha was on the job, apparently. Resurfaced Gervonta post allegedly backs Chris Blake explosive gay claims against Stefan. Gervonta said, Chris, why you added, tell them niggas how you two fly Wheezy, out of here. And Stefan moved to LA a year ago. All you niggas was fucking each other. Whoa.
You and Stephon Diggs have known each other since Baltimore. Not you brought the receipt. He got the receipt back.
This is actually a translucent Hermes invitation from that of a show in 1997.
Okay.
They gifted this to everybody in attendance, so they're pretty rare.
Okay.
It's a Hermes bag, and these are what we'll call the Diggs files.
The Stephon Diggs files. I'm done. How did he drug you? Like, how does that happen?
We pull up to the house. When we pull up to the house, he's talking to me about all the girls that he got in the house. 20 girls.
And you said they were all Spanish?
Spanish girls that barely even spoke English.
In text that you provided, come get this ass bust.
Even though I was drugged, even though I was violated, I never thought that the next step would be my life being threatened. But the situation with Drake went viral on the internet after he told me I was ratting on Stefan. And I came back at him and I'm like, bro.
You and Stephon Diggs
It's a lot going on. They got people in the comments saying that he made a video saying that he lied about it. And I feel like if he's saying that if he's still saying that it happened, if he came out one time and said that he lied, that could also be out of fear. People do that all the time. Like if people are assaulted, they might retract the statement and then eventually change their mind and tell the truth again. It just depends. So that doesn't necessarily mean anything to me. Like I'm saying, it could go either way. I don't know. I was not there. But again, smoke, fire, yikes. We pretending that Javante didn't post both Stefan and Chris Blake, both gay, on his story when the two were going back and forth, because I definitely seen it on your page. So this. Okay, so this is basically the Gossip in the City posting the same thing that Tasha posted, where Javante posted that the niggas is gay. So he could have assaulted him, or he could have just had a relationship with him. It's up, right? But then here comes Chris Blake police report against Stefan Diggs surfaces detailing alleged drugging, assault, and robbery. So if the man came out and said he lied, he still filed a police report. So there's that. Let's see. Put tongue in ear in a kissing fashion. We heard about that. Robbery, sex offense, fondling. Okay. So he said that the man drugged him and he remembers a tongue going in his ear. Okay. Okay, let me see what this says, because it's cut off. Belongings from my suitcase, and to avoid being further beaten, I did what was necessary in their eyes to support their fictional narrative. They forced me to cooperate. The car dropped me off at the airport in the worst clothes you could imagine, and I was grateful to have made it out alive. I got a flight at the airport and traveled back home to LA traumatized. 1 week later, the hit Stefan Diggs sent out on my life, which was downgraded to an armed aggravated robbery since they couldn't pull it off, occurred at my apartment, he says, where it was located. I spoke out because they've been smearing my name against the industry, and I'm fed up with protecting my abuser. Griffith believes Diggs is operating a sex ring out of his residence. The person closely assisting him in these crimes is his illegal immigrant assistant, Lindsay Dawn Boland. That sounds like the girl that we heard, that helps him carry out these acts. It's a very Ghislaine Maxwell-esque role she plays, where she practices witchcraft on sexual objects to prepare them for Stefan. Okay, the report is an overview of the facts. Let's see. On October 16, 2024, the writer was working as the on-call detective for the Montgomery County Police Sex Assault Unit when notification was received of a sex assault that occurred earlier, reported by Christopher Griffin calling from California. The writer called Griffin and conducted an interview over the phone. There's an audio recording of the interview. If there is a discrepancy, the audio will take precedence. Griffith provided an email to the writer summarizing the incident. The following is that statement, not in its entirety. Stefan Diggs drugged and sexually assaulted me on May 22nd, 2023. And then 1 week later, he conspired to have me killed on May 29th, 2023 to suppress his gay bisexual secrets from becoming exposed after I denied his sexual advances and now knew his secret. I was staying at his home in Rockville for one night from May 21st to May 22nd, 2023. Around 1 a.m. in the morning of May 22nd, he and I left his Rockville, Maryland residence per his suggestion to go out to a couple of clubs in D.C. He'd offer me all sorts of candy throughout the night that I didn't know was laced with drugs. I denied some, but after I think it meant to be after a while, I got hungry and finally accepted some candy. That candy drug he gave me made my pupils so big I couldn't even see my eye color, made my skin tingle to the touch, made my body pulsate to music, increased my sex drive in intense form, made it hard for me to form words and sentences into sentences, amongst other things. We arrived back at his residence near the 4 a.m. hour of May 21st, 2023. And after driving in a 2-seater Porsche where it was just us in the car, he put his arm around me. He put his tongue in my ear in a kissing fashion while whispering to me to come to his room. Child. He put his arm around me like a brother would do, which is why I didn't find it odd. But when his arm was around me, he was gripping my shoulder, forcefully pulling me closer to him, which took away the distance that was once between us. Then pulled this move. I found it harder than normal to exert force because of whatever substance he drugged me with. And he likely was expecting me at this point to be sedated by whatever he drugged me with earlier in the night. With an ear drenched in his saliva and now realizing I'd been drugged, we walked into his residence. He went left and walked up a spiral staircase to his bedroom while I ran right down a long hallway to the bathroom that was at the end of this hallway. And for 45 minutes, I was splashing water on my face, trying to sober up from whatever he drugged me with while trying to plan my escape from his enormous property. I came out of the bathroom and was confronted by 2 women and 1 male who asked me to corroborate a story I was asked several times. So this might be the moment where that recording comes from. So what are you going to say when you leave here? I was asked to regurgitate the story they asked me to corroborate back to them repeatedly. I was then stripped of my clothes, robbed of my belongings, robbed of things I care not to mention until I speak to the active detective on my case, beaten and forced in a car where I didn't even know the destination. I was robbed of my silver titanium Rimowa trunk, jewelry, and more. They stole a minimum of 30 to 50,000
You and Stefan?
of his things, I guess. Of his belongings from the suitcase. Okay, so the way they put it, I read the second page first and the first page second. Y'all got what I'm saying. So yeah. I don't know, you guys. I understand. The man said it was a lie. He still filed the police report. I don't know, y'all. That's a lot of, and then there is the evidence of us seeing him and Cardi on that boat. And, it looked like they had candy on that boat. I don't know, but that's what it looked like. He was holding a tray in his hand, girl. But yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know. I still don't know whether this is a lie or the truth. I know that this man provided a police report, an exact chain of events. Okay. So yeah. But I think what he's saying is that he didn't actually assault him in a sex way, but he did drug him. And I feel like just because you didn't force sex on somebody doesn't mean that you weren't trying to get them to a place where they had the sex, even if they didn't want to have it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he didn't actually do anything to him, but he did stick his tongue in his ear and he freaked out. And to me, I ain't gonna lie, that does sound like when you thought somebody was on that wave with you, realized they had some apprehension and decided you was gonna slip something on them and then take them back to the house. And if they went along with it, you was gonna be able to go and fuck them and say that it was a decision that they made. But if not, then you kick them out and create all of this, fodder to make the person confused and scared, to put some blame on the person so that they will feel bad, feel guilty. Like I've heard this done before. It actually reminds me of what happened with academics. Y'all remember when academics, that lady said that shit happened to her with the men assaulting her and all of that? Y'all remember that? And then after the fact, he basically sent her text messages guilting and shaming her as if she actively went and fucked those 2 dudes and his feelings were all hurt and you so wrong. Like, to me, that's a usual thing to do when you've assaulted somebody in some way, is to make them feel guilty about something so that they don't go and tell. Like that kind of seems like what they were doing in that situation. So yeah, Cardi, I'm sorry. This is why I wanted you to not comment on it at all, because your evidence does coincide with his chain of events. And I did hear the way that girl kept saying, shut up and don't play the victim. Don't play the victim. And y'all, I'm sorry. All of that language sounds like somebody trying to convince somebody they're not a victim of something. Like she was going too hard and doing way too much over some belongings. He stole some shit. Call the police then. Why didn't y'all call the police if he stole some shit? I'm just saying. Like, y'all didn't call the police on him. He called the police on y'all. So, yeah. I don't know, Cardi girl. That's why I wish that you wouldn't have never said nothing. JT said more. Get back to scamming. I'm sorry. Somebody said to JT, get back to scamming. Your career is a flop. JT said, are you talking about similar to how Ugly B scamming? I'm sorry, not Ugly B scamming album sales? Yikey zikes. Shout out to Jamie. No, I don't give a fuck if that bitch sell 1 million units. She gonna always be a fraud, non-rapping hoe. Bitch couldn't even find a word to rhyme with fake. We saw it with our own eyes. I'm gonna just say this, JT. She's a better rapper than you. Yikes. Hate to say it like that, but she's a better rapper than you. She is. I know she raps elementary to y'all because I was having this conversation with my hairstylist. She's like, I just feel like she rap real elementary. I'm like, yeah, of course she does. Of course she does. Listen, y'all can feel like JT is a better artist. I'm gonna need for y'all to pull the songs. I'm gonna need for y'all to pull all of the songs that go against Cardi songs. Okay? I'm so sorry, y'all. I know y'all wasn't gonna be happy about that. See, told you some people was gonna be mad today. Yeah, you're right. Cardi doesn't write all the time. But to me, I've been listening to Cardi's music since her first mixtape. And there is always still an elementary way about her rapping, but it does hit harder than what JT does. And I'm so sorry. Like, I'm so sorry, y'all. I know. JT got a little music. Y'all, I'm not saying she completely bad. I'm just saying I don't think she's better than Cardi in order for you to be like ribbing her about her elementary ass raps. Are y'all really going to sit up here and act like y'all think that JT is like really smart and intellectual when it comes to her rap? Or does her shit sound elementary as fuck too? Like, both of them rap elementary, my dear, in my opinion. In my opinion. And it's something about JT not always being able, like, it's something, she be rapping against the beat sometimes in a way that doesn't spark my ear. She's better than Cardi. The sales don't say that. But you know, again, sales aren't everything because I know way better artists that don't sell a lot mainstream. But I'm sorry, y'all. In listening to both of them, I would much rather listen to Cardi's music than JT by herself. Now, JT with a other city girl. Listen, when JT has put out more songs that I could actually vibe with, I might change my mind, y'all, because I don't listen to her that often. But to me, neither one of her or Carisha were ever that great of a rapper when it comes to wordplay, being on beat, writing their own shit. They were never doing that to me. They were always like getting help on their songs, and it was low key only because their style is so cute, more so than the actual effort. To me, when I was listening to Cardi's album, I heard switches up in flow. I heard her changing some of like the dialect that she was using. Y'all call it biting, but really like this is how people change up their flow. They have to be influenced and hear it from other people in order to switch it up and do something different. That's how rap works. Yes. And to me, when we want to talk about offbeat, nobody's more offbeat than the City Girls. Nobody's more, and I'm talking about female rappers, not male rappers, because male rappers are in hell in comparison to female rappers to me. But when I was listening to Cardi's, you know, songs and shit, I'm like, yeah, no, I know we're gonna disagree about this. JT is not a better rapper, and if JT is a better rapper, I would love for her to prove it. Because I only know like that one song of her by herself. You know what I mean? I only know that one. But yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. Like at a actual sit down read, you know, sorry y'all, my hip hop head feels like Cardi's a better rapper. But yeah, let's hear what JT said.
My motherfucking lips is dry as fuck.
But you killed it. You did your thing.
My lips are dry as fuck. I ain't even took a motherfucking water break.
At all. I was trying to tell you.
My motherfucking lips is dry as fuck. Bitch on live saying she got my news. Revenge porn? Weird ass bitch. Fuck you got my I got your, everybody got your news in they motherfucking phone. I bet it ain't no glass object up my pussy. I bet it ain't no room full of niggas and bitches. Stripper. Get your
Scammer.
crazy ass on, fucking stripper. Talk about somebody fucking nudes.
True.
Woo! Bitch,
No, and that's the thing though. That's the one thing JT is eating Cardi up on, because Cardi keeps coming at her with shit that it's like, well, girl, the same thing can be said about you. So what are we talking about? Like, oh, the nudes. Bitch, so what? You have nudes all over the place, right? Like, what are we talking about here? And then you like calling her a stripper and you were a fucking scammer. Like, y'all are not that much better than each other, bitch. Y'all are like slinging mud, but it's all like, girl, it's not, to me, neither one of them are eating, because you're only eating when you reading somebody about something they can't also say about you. The read has to be not only accurate, but it has to be an individual read. The read can't also be then turned around on you. And all of these reads can be turned around on the other person. Y'all are not being good at this right now. My God, today. Let me see, is there anything else from this shit show I want to talk about?
Hey, sis, I ain't gonna lie. This is crazy.
I can finally
I miss being able to talk to y'all tonight, but it was definitely well worth it. So
leave this motherfucker. I said, bitch, I ain't going no motherfucker. Bitch. I ain't leaving. I left a little seat to the side just in case I need it, but bitch, let me tell y'all something. A bitch ain't having this pissed off. I ain't even pissed off, I ain't gonna lie. You know, rapping is just really, really just easy for me, but a bitch ain't really made me just like in a long time, like, cause I be with my soft life, like matcha life, like I.
sounds like Cardi did what needed to be done, because you hoes want to live a soft life and y'all some fucking rappers, right? Exactly. Like, no, bitch. Rap and soft life only went together that one time when a male did it. Listen, chica. Listen, that's the only time rap life has been soft, is when a male, you could get out of here, baby, because I got that. I got that. I got that. I got that. Y'all remember that Beyonce and Amel before Amel disappeared?
I don't do this. I'm really like trying to rebrand. But this right here. What?
Are you gonna put the words together? Are you gonna put the words together? Listen, all of this going back and forth. I want to hear the song. Once I hear the song, you know what I'm saying? Then, you know, we'll see what it's hitting for. But all of this mudslinging about dick. Okay, both of y'all fucking bisexual niggas, and y'all on the internet like, but your nigga gayer than mine, cause you fuck your nigga. I don't fuck my nigga. Your nigga gayer than my girl. All these niggas gay. How many times I gotta tell y'all that shit? How many times I gotta tell y'all that all these niggas gay? Stop tripping out about it, okay? Just accept it. Be all right about it. Protect your coochie and move the fuck on, because you can't control what these niggas is out here doing. Even with all y'all might, y'all can't control these niggas. Okay? JT didn't go on no rant. Y'all so pussy, but allow Scam B to go on coke rants for 365 days. Shut the fuck up. Whatever the fuck that said. Pussies? I don't know, girl. She went straight to the studio like the rapper she is. This light work for her, by the way. Okay, girl.
Okay, y'all.
Okay, girl. I'm not gonna lie though. Y'all do let Cardi B be online screaming into her motherfucking phone every other day about any and everything. And then we be online like, girl, when you gonna stop screaming into your phone? That's why this whole conversation about her and Stefan and the type of household you gonna have the kids in and all of that. That's why that conversation actually is happening, because we've seen how often you will be in your house in a dark room screaming into a fucking phone. We've seen that in real time. So yeah, girl, the idea that the questioning can't be fucking like your parenting can't be questioned, like, even though you're gonna be on the internet with us in what, 3 to 5 business days, girl, who fucking knows? But you're gonna be on the internet yelling at us into a phone, and Cardi's fans, bitch, anything Cardi says on the internet is gonna make it to everybody. It's not just for her fans. So when she's on the phone screaming into her phone about how I don't know how I let another fuck nigga get into my life, like I don't know, okay, like when she online doing that shit again, y'all still gonna be talking all that shit about stay out people business? Or we gonna be all online like, bitch, we told you, and why you online telling us? Like, come on. We do this shit every day, B. We do this shit every day. You know how you know how I know we do this shit every day, B? Cause of this shit. This how I know we do this shit every day, B. Every day. This is why I was not handling Akbar V's situation with the same care that I might hold other situations. I haven't implemented this into my vocabulary yet, but bitch, whoop the fucking do. Okay, that's how a New Orleans person would say it. Like, bitch, whoop the fucking do. Like, bro, you gotta break it up. Now, after Akbar V came online crying to us about how she spending money on that nigga being dumb, that nigga knocking her head upside, you know what I'm saying, beating her ass, embarrassing her in front of people, cheating on her. After she told us all of that shit, she gonna come back to us with this brain dead, hood stepfoot wife, dumb shit that she just said up here on the internet. Like, how much has that nigga turned your brain into mush? Because some of you hoes that be getting beat up by these niggas, y'all hoes might have CTE too. They need to check y'all hoes' brains too. Because it's absolutely given your brain is not fully formed. And I don't care what y'all saying, bitches like this endanger the welfare of children. And so when Akbar V got pregnant and we was up here online saying that bitch shouldn't be having no babies, y'all was saying the same shit. There's always some bitch in the comments, a whole group of y'all that think we telling women not to have babies when really we can just see that, bitch, you shouldn't have been the mama to them children you already had. She been better. Her son been with her. Girl, shut the fuck up. Y'all let these hoes make y'all think anything. Put y'all on live and watch her scream and holler at the little boy and all of that she only been living with for what, a year or two. Nigga 15 years old. Now y'all think she a great mom because she got a house that she about to have these kids and all that screaming and hollering and shit, right? Now she online after she telling us that nigga been beating her ass, taking money from her and cheating on her. So that means she in the household screaming and hollering, fighting and fussing every day. But y'all right, that shit don't affect kids. This what she said. Out of respect for my husband, I'ma hush and respect my husband. Bitch, you're a servant. You're a slave. That's what this sound like. 100%, regardless of what we go through, he's still my husband. And I am always, and I'ma always be submissive. So you got the money, he beating your ass, but you gonna be submissive to him. Now, mind you, she could have kept this to herself. But what did she need? What did she come to the internet and tell us about how you about to be a dumb hoe? And so what? The rest of us should think that you're smarter, you're more in touch with God because you're willing to let ain't shit ass nigga beat your ass and take money from you and cheat on you. So that means that you're of God more than a woman like myself that will fucking never let a nigga play in my face like that. That's insane. That's insane. Because that's what it comes off like when y'all put God in it, right? Because let me finish. She said she's going to always be submissive because the Bible told her so. I feel like, I don't know if you ever read it, but somewhere in that Bible, it tells you that niggas shouldn't be beating you. I think it says that. Somewhere in the Bible, it says that if a man is abusing his wife, she does not have to stay married to him. Like, there are rules to being married in the Bible that everybody likes to ignore. But this is what we be talking about when we say y'all take the Bible and use it as a way to keep women fucking stupid and docile. Because this is stupid. I don't care what nobody talking about. If this ain't about the dumbest shit I didn't ever heard is a woman coming to us telling us all these terrible things the nigga did to her, and then for her to turn around and tell us that she's gonna respect him even though he doesn't respect her, and she's gonna be submissive because the Bible told her so, and the Bible ain't never said be submissive to no do nothing, ain't nothing ass fuck nigga. The Bible ain't never told you that. Pull up the Bible verse, bitch, where God told you that. I ain't got time for y'all. Now I'm done talking about it. If you guys want to fast with me from 9 a.m., let's go 3 days. Oh, so instead of taking the abusive nigga out of your life, you're gonna take food out of your life. Y'all remember when we was talking about B. Simone, huh? Remember when we was over talking about B. Simone and how B. Simone be over there starving herself to death, thinking that she's gonna be enlightened, and really she's gonna be having some type of psychosis from the depletion of nutrients in her fucking body. Then she gonna see the light. See, I can't listen to hoes that's malnutritioned. I can't listen to y'all, right? Because I don't know whether it's God or psychosis that's coming out of y'all mouth. The way y'all hoes like to just throw all of this hotep shit. Let's fast. I'm so tired of y'all with that shit. I am so tired of y'all with that shit, because on some level, all of you, I'm fasting for spiritual reason assholes. Y'all lives do not really change. Y'all fast and then y'all go back to doing the same shit. A lot of the times, y'all remind me of people that stop doing drugs for a little while, just so when they get back on drugs, it'll be more potent. That's low-key what y'all be reminding me of, because I know so many fake hotep people walking around, girl, I'm going through a fast. Bitch, life ain't never changed. Still no accountability. Still can't deal with criticism without flipping the fuck out. Still ain't doing nothing that much better with their life. But they fasting. And it's such a first world thing, right? It's such a thing that when you have access to food, you can get up here and act like you virtue signaling by fucking starving. Okay. Meanwhile, people y'all look down on that's actually starving on the side of the road and shit, people that's actually starving in real life because they don't have a choice, y'all don't put no virtue on that though. Y'all throw them people in jail. Y'all say get these niggas up from off the sidewalk. I'm sorry. But that's what's going on with her. I wanted to take a break from Cardi because that just felt like a natural progression. But I do want to say, this is how you know that JT, y'all think JT, girl, I can't wait to hear the song, because if you prove me wrong, I will be happy. But you cannot rib better than Cardi. This is the evidence that you can't rib better than Cardi. She went, I don't know who this is, but not her, but one of her fans went and pulled up a picture of Cardi discounting her album and said it's the same price as hot dogs. And so JT reposted and said it's the price of a hot dog. We don't care, Uggs. And I just kind of feel like this is how you know you're not good at ribbing for real. I'm disappointed in you as a Miami girl, because what the fuck does that mean? So something being cheaper, we're going to go find something on the Walmart grocery list that's the same price. And then we're going to be like, oh, look, her album is the same price as a hot dog. Okay. So you know what that means? That means you could get Cardi album and you could still eat. This is not a bad thing, bitch. That's what I'm talking about. Lack of self-awareness. Like you reposted that shit from that weirdo, not thinking about the people that are actually not retarded, that are living in this world right now, struggling. 300,000 black women lost their jobs, bitch. They might want to listen to a Cardi album, and finding out that they're not gonna have to choose between buying the album and eating that day, that might be a great thing. Who fucking knows? But you thinking that it's like something to make fun of, that's how we know you're not really that good at this. Be mad at me. She can't even rib on Twitter. Hopefully she can rib in a song. Let me see. Yeah, this that dumb shit. What is this? Oh, yeah. Let's go to the next dumb shit. Okay. Krishan Rock. When is somebody gonna take that baby from her? I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired. When is somebody gonna take the baby from her? I feel like the baby need to go somewhere where it could be taken care of by somebody that got some sense. And I am so tired of y'all with this Krishan Rock shit. I'm so tired of y'all making that girl famous. I'm tired. But I'm sorry. I'm going to keep coming to y'all and reminding y'all how y'all make the wrong people famous. I'm going to keep coming to y'all and reminding y'all that when hoes act like crackheads, y'all have to believe them. Y'all have to believe that they're a crackhead. Stop thinking that somebody changed their life because they got up here on the fucking internet and said, praise God, and pretended to talk in tongues. Bitch, it is all theater. It is all performance. Understand that. Understand that. Real transformation takes time. Real transformation has to show actions. I'm going to keep reiterating this to y'all every day because every time I get online, if somebody or several people in the comments trying to forgive somebody for some shit that first of all wasn't done to them, and second of all, nobody actually apologized for. Ain't nobody apologized for none of this shit. Maybe they've changed. Girl, shut the fuck up. Anyway, Krishan Rock and her little boyfriend that she didn't pulled out of the, girl, she didn't pulled out of the subways of life. She didn't pull this nigga from the what's it called, y'all? The sewer of life. That's what I wanted to say. I'm thinking about shit underground because all I could think about is her pulling a nigga. She already on the ground, right? She creeping on the ground. Jeepers fucking creepers. Right? And here come this nigga coming in through the drain, right? He comes up from the drain and here she come pulling out the Jeepers creepers, pulling out the Jeepers creepers from the fucking sewage system. Okay? And then bringing him on social media for all of us to see as they swim around in the gutter together. Gutter is as big time as you can get. I've lived in Harlem all my life. I do know a rat when I see. You don't understand, mama. You don't understand. Well, I've said my piece. But before I move on, Krishan Rock and Hood Trophy Beano. What the fuck is a Hood Trophy Beano? Reportedly turned their MGM Grand Suite into a disaster zone, leaving behind piles of clothes, empty Don Julio bottles, scattered food, and even a nitrous oxide canister after a wild multi-day party. Authorities say things got so out of hand that Las Vegas police and CPS were called for a welfare check after the couple went live on Instagram and viewers spotted their kids in the background. So they in there getting high off laughing gas, smoking tweeds, and drinking alcohol. And the kids are playing in the background. This isn't new behavior for Krishan. She's previously made headlines for repeatedly trashing Blueface's home during their volatile relationship. The critics say this latest incident shows the same reckless pattern playing out again. Listen, it's a bunch of trash on the table, bunch of trash on the floor. Let's see. Added parking package, declined, need new MOP per security guest in room is with this party. File report against Metro is currently upstairs in room with CPS doing a welfare check. And y'all still let them take the kids home? Still let them take the kids home, huh?
How you doing? Girl, about you, man. I'm doing good. Yeah. How you doing?
Here come your harassment complaints.
Sound like she was telling him to chill. It's them people. Chill. Well, she still has custody of her child. There's that. That poor child. I swear for God. Y'all don't care nothing about these children. Y'all don't. Y'all don't care nothing about these children. Let's see. Because it was something else I saw. Maybe I didn't save it. But that nigga, Kai Sinai said Krishan Rock was the worst person to ever have on his show because she threw a chair for no fucking reason and it put a hole in his wall.
This federal.
And yeah, that's giving the same type of energy. Ray J claims he's helping the feds build a RICO case against Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner. It's worse than Diddy. Let's listen to him say things that we feel like are probably not true, but we probably shouldn't count out at the same time.
For RICO though, on KK and Kris. Ooh, the federal RICO I'm about to drop on Kris and Kim is about to be crazy.
You can't drop a federal RICO case. Do you understand that? Like the FBI files RICO cases. So you and Dame Dash need to understand that you yourself as an individual, I believe that you cannot drop a RICO case. Like to be charged by the federal government. They do that. I could be wrong, but the last time I checked, it seemed like you niggas don't understand. Y'all find out new words. Y'all hear words that y'all, not that familiar with, but you heard them before. And then you continuously use them out of context. And it's weird.
Crazy.
What about
I'm talking about, I'm on the news every day like, yeah. Meaning like I'm going to say a lot of shit, but.
Can you imagine the brain power that has been child just cracked and bled out they fucking ears, Krishan and this nigga together? Giving all of the drugs.
Got a little bounce, you walking, what should it be?
If anybody know Kim and cool with Kim, they need to tell her now. The rain is coming. The feds is coming.
Hey, right.
The feds is coming. It's nothing I can do about it. It's worse than Diddy. It's worse than Diddy.
Y'all hear this nigga, boy?
It's worse than Diddy. The feds are coming to investigate. Yeah, because it's like I can't be the dirty guy no more. This federal RICO.
The funny part about it is, I don't know who he thinks is making him the dirty guy, but essentially, y'all, Ray J gets paid off that tape just like everybody else. And I believe that it's assumed that Ray J put that tape out and then the mom just kind of had to deal with it in the best way possible and used it to catapult Kim Kardashian's career. Because that works. I don't know if y'all have paid attention, but if you over-sexualize something, it'll catapult it into being white famous. I've been thinking about this a lot recently. Kanye, Snoop Dogg, a lot of them will go through like this weirdly over-sexualized like portion of their careers. And, just think about a lot of people that have kind of gone from like this black famous to then being white famous in a way that feels as if y'all say, y'all are now like MAGA supporters or some shit. It always there has to be some type of slutting out before they get to making money with Martha Stewart and, shaking hands with Donald Trump and shit. It gives that the black people have to do something extremely exploitive sexually in a public fashion in order for that to happen. So when I think about Snoop in that era, him hanging around, the white girls and having leashes on people and coming to award shows and all of that, you remember that? That to me, like that was him earning what he was going to be able to get later, which is the Martha Stewart years and constantly working no matter what. It's Kanye did it too. Like his over sexualization of not only Amber Rose, but also of Kim. Like it's what gains them the respect of the men that are going to give them these opportunities. They have to have some type of degenerate sexual type situation going on to where they are exploiting themselves or other people for sex in a public manner. That's what I keep seeing. You know what I mean? Like, is it just me that feels like? Because I feel like that's what happened with Kim Kardashian, right? You have the sex tape, this catapults you. Right? Ray J. The fact that we didn't realize that this sex tape was pushing Ray J into a fame that we didn't realize that he's in now, to the point that y'all don't know Ray J for being Brandy's little brother. Like, that's why we know, like those people my age, we know Ray J because we saw Ray J the first time in a Brandy video. We saw Ray J on TV shows next to his sister. So that's why we know Ray J, because we were here for Brandy and then we met Ray J. Y'all, these days, people like, I didn't know Brandy and Ray J were siblings. How the fuck could you not know that? You have to be too young in order to not know that. But to me, it just also kind of shows how he's being pushed in a way that separated him from his Black family and from what that was to be like the clean cut Black famous that are, or not even clean cut, but just Black famous. Out of that, now you are white famous in a way because he went into tech and then you did the Zeus thing that kind of brings you back to the niggas, but it's a lot of like young white kids that watch these people, right? So it still pushes him away from Black culture in a way. And you know what I'm saying? And I think that pushes them when it comes to the access and the money they're able to make. And so they feel like that's the sacrifice that they're willing to make. Slut myself out, but in a few years, I'll be making millions and millions of dollars and everything will be okay. But then what you end up seeing is that something starts to happen internally. Something starts to happen internally and things start to like break in the person. And I think their facade starts to break. And it happens with Black people much faster. Because I feel like now that we're looking at some of these people, do you not see the cracks? Like you can see it. It's weird. Also, that makes me think about Snoop in that way. Y'all remember when Snoop Dogg was fucking Selena Powell back in the day? And, you know, we kind of just glazed over that. That's also right before he truly gets into his Martha Stewart phase of fame. Still very white famous at the time. He's Snoop, right? But I remember when he was fucking with Selena Powell, I was like, why are you fucking with that girl? Because she, first of all, she looks young. Her body is not very developed when I saw. So it was weird to me to even watch him want to lay up with that girl. And then now today, and I didn't save it, but they said, what's your boy? Lil Meech. Lil Meech is over there fucking with Selena Powell, and everybody is in the comments like, why? Why would you do that? Why would you know why? Because she fucks some of their favorite people. And that's another thing. Like, I do believe no matter how much of a whore a lot of these men act like a woman is, if she has fucked their faves, they want to fuck her because she's fucked their fave. The idea of their dick being where one of their faves' dicks has been, yeah. And that's some gay shit too. Like, I don't know. That's why I say all these niggas gay, man. I say all these niggas gay. Because like, what is that? All right, so let's move on. Where do I want to go next? Let's go here. So we've all seen Jaden Daniels' mom and the way she can do the most in his personal life. I think it's great that she helps him handle the financials because I do think a lot of times these men that get into sports, they're not as smart as y'all assume that they are. They can be told what to do. Like, understand, people that do sports, a lot of the times they are foot soldiers, meaning that they're being told what to do and everything is being done for them in a way. So they never really have to think on their own. Financials, investments, all of those things require a person to be able to think on their own in some way. So it's not surprising to me that his mom is in control. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing because it probably will protect their money from him making certain mistakes. However, the way she interferes in his romantic relationships, I do not think that's healthy. I don't. I think you need to mind your business when it comes to that because you constantly trying to save a grown man from his own decisions means he's never going to learn what you think he should already know. You think he should know to stay away from a certain type of woman. It's given he's not going to learn that lesson until somebody hits him up. So you don't need to always be putting your foot in front of the door when it comes to these women, because essentially he's going to do what he want to do anyway. And then he's going to resent you for it. So, yeah. But let's hear what the mama said.
As a kid, and I don't know why we stopped parenting kids at a certain age, but that's for a later show. The thing is he doesn't know what he doesn't know. And he knows football. That's what he's been doing. And he does it very well. And he's been, very acclimated in sports since he was young, but he doesn't know the business world. He doesn't know the predators or the vultures that could be out there. And so he feels very comfortable in knowing that not only am I educated and qualified to do it, I'm also his mom. And, you know, the thing is, I think we're changing the narrative that hasn't been out there. So it looks a little different than what people are used to, because not only am I, you know, educated on that side, I'm also a certified agent, but I'm also his business manager. So I'm dealing on a day-to-day basis. Like, we have a marketing team that I hire, but I'm dealing with creative teams because, again, it's how I want Jaden to be positioned in the world. I don't want him to be positioned, you know, just to go grab a brand deal for the money. Like, I want him to be positioned in the world, you know, for the longevity. So there's a lot of stuff that we don't do because it doesn't align with our brand and what he wants to do. He's like,
okay, so you see what I'm saying? All of that shit she just said, I absolutely agree with her. And I think it's very smart. And it takes that. It does take that. However, yes, she could educate him, because it doesn't make sense that y'all have been planning his entire life for him to be a fucking athlete, but you haven't prepared him for the financial side of it. It makes me feel like you purposefully put him at a disadvantage so that he will need you. And that's a problem for me in parenting, because everybody acts like, I know, you know, everybody, oh, that's their business. Child, listen, it's not just their business. In real life, y'all, all of y'all individual decisions will affect your families. They will affect the community. They will, in fact, affect the world. Like, you don't think about it like that, but that's literally how it works. You know what I'm saying? So when people are always talking about, oh, it don't matter, it absolutely does. But that aside, it does give that you infantilize him so that he will need you. And I think that it's smart that he has her and she has all this expertise. She's not just doing it because she's his mom. But it also does kind of remind us of how mothers can create these codependent enmeshments with their sons, because they always want to be able to control their sons. And in that way, it does kind of seem incestuous. As if you are in competition with whatever woman will come into his life. Because I remember they were at a basketball game, and the way she moved herself in between him and another basketball player. The woman was a basketball player. She was not just a gimme girl that, you know, is sitting there on the sidelines with her titties out looking for the next big check. This girl also played ball. In a way, she acted as if that girl was going to steal something from her fucking son. Like, yes, Juju. That shit annoyed me, because often I feel like y'all as women overvalue your fucking sons. Yes, they have money. Yes, people are going to be coming after them. But there's a delusion in the way that y'all value these young men and think that any woman coming into the proximity of them is of lower value than your fucking son because he plays a sport. I don't like that. I don't like the automatic, you know, these women ain't shit. My son is a prize and I have to protect my prize. When, to me, the type of issues that's going to create between him and whatever woman he does get into a relationship with, that shit gonna be exhausting. If he eventually gets into a relationship with a woman, the way that woman is going to have to show up like a mother and a partner and a manager and all of that shit because he saw his mom do that. Yeah, that's another part of it. Don't nobody feel like doing all of that. And then the mom, she's probably gonna have to fight the mom for some type of control, because the mom is gonna still want to be in control. She give me the type of mom that if he's laid up in a bed with a woman, she gonna walk in and tell the girl it's time for her to go. Weird shit. You know what I mean? Like that's yeah. I hope she wasn't talking to his woman, her meal ticket. Where's her man? She even, well, I mean, y'all know these kids, like these kids are the meal ticket. Like that's what it is. The mama sound like she can make money on her own. So I don't necessarily feel, you know, maybe like that about it. I also think it's the patriarchy, because the systems won't allow women to do that job, like being agents and shit. I feel like that's a male dominated field. So even if she did want to do that career wise, she would have to have had somebody on her roster already in order to get more people on her roster. As a woman, the only way she would be able to go into that sport as a manager in that way is probably through a son, through a family member, through some a male already in your family doing it, because the men aren't going to let you in. So yeah. But we'll see how it all plays out. But definitely feeling like I think that she's smart for the way she's handling the business aspect. But if she's all in his relationships in a certain manner, it's definitely gonna be detrimental for him. Child, I saved this because we was talking about Akbar V, and she said the Bible told her to be submissive. And then I saw this about, the Bible told them so, how Southern evangelists fought to preserve white supremacy. Because God can tell y'all just any old thing, apparently. Yeah, girl. So with that being said, I kind of want to trickle into some real life shit right quick, political stuff. I saw this and I wanted to share this with y'all because I felt like it was uplifting. I felt like it said a lot. Like even the picture of it says so much. So the Guarani people of Ecuador have won a major legal victory after a criminal court blocked oil companies from entering their ancestral lands in Pastaza, I think that's how you pronounce it, province for exploration. The decision was based on constitutional protections for indigenous territories and the requirement of prior consultation with the Guarani argued was never properly done. So once again, imperialists, y'all trying to go over there and steal in people's land. Do y'all see who is in the front line of this? Women. This ruling sets a precedent for indigenous groups defending environmental and land rights worldwide. Okay? Like it's men too in there, y'all, but this is mostly like women to me. And I think that's really how we're going to have to show up. We're going to have to show up as women leading, but with men facilitating and joining and having our back. Because I don't understand how y'all think this is going to happen any other way. But these people fought to keep their land. And power to them. I think it should show that America likes to make you feel very defeatist, like you don't have a choice. And I wanted to show y'all this because I wanted to show that across the world, like people are fighting. People are toppling these bullshit ass systems. People are saying, no, not anymore. Like y'all gonna stop fucking encroaching on our land all the time. Go sit your fucking ass down somewhere. Like, my God. It's like they're just always trying to take shit from people. Always feeding. Just endless feeding. Motherfuckers is black holes. Capitalism, imperialism is a black hole. It's never enough. They never have enough land. They never have enough money. They never have enough power. That is a fucking problem. I am tired of y'all. I'm tired.
Another
And then this didn't make no fucking sense, y'all.
Major story, really huge, that we are following. Police have identified the gunman in a deadly shooting at an ICE facility in Dallas. This 29-year-old Joshua Yan, his mugshot from a 2015 arrest. This is in Collin County for marijuana possession. FBI says that the shooting is being investigated as a, quote, act of targeted violence. 2 detainees were killed. The third is in serious condition. Officials say Yan was armed with a rifle, opened fire from a rooftop, later took his own life with a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Investigators say they found rounds near his body with anti-ICE messages written on them. No law enforcement officers were hurt in the shooting. Senator Ted Cruz, who spoke at a news briefing this morning, calling for an end to this kind of violence.
This has very real consequences. Look,
it's called gun reform, bitch. But y'all don't want to do that, right, Teddy? With your bitch ass. When I tell y'all, you want to talk about somebody I have no fucking respect for, Ted Cruz. In that presidential election where Ted was running against Trump, and Trump said every fucked up thing he could think of about this man, his family, his wife. I mean, he talked so bad about that nigga in his face, and then he turned around and kissed that nigga ring. My God, today.
America, we disagree. That's fine. That's the democratic process. But your
No. See, I'm tired of this. Racism is not something that we should be disagreeing about. We should all understand that hating people, discriminating against people for their race is wrong. We should all agree to that. Republicans should agree to that, and Democrats and everybody in between should agree that racism is wrong. That's what everybody should be agreeing to. And then we can argue about other shit on top of that. But when y'all want to act as if this opinion of Black people are not as smart, scientifically incorrect, first of all. So you just get up there and say lies. And now we can act like we're having a difference in fucking opinion because you want to lie and encroach on my fucking freedoms. And so now we're just having a little squabble. Wow.
Political opponents are not Nazis.
Yeah, you are. A lot of y'all say it. Not only do y'all say it, but y'all little groups love to adopt the things of those people. Like, what are you talking about? He pissed me off with this specifically. Talking about, oh, they're not. Yes, they are. And outside of that, why are you trying to make this seem as if somebody was mad at ICE when the only people that got killed were detainees? Not killed. The person that did it got killed because he unalived himself. But from what I recall, the two people leaving one detainee dead and 2 injured. So, and none of the people that got hurt were ICE. So why are y'all trying to act like people are attacking ICE? What is this? What is this? What is this being done for? So that y'all can put in some type of legislation that increases the criminal consequences of interacting negatively with ICE agents? What's that?
We need to learn to work together without demonizing each other, without attacking each other.
Y'all been demonizing and attacking. Now you want to change the motherfucking rules? Nah, we at where we at with it.
We're also hearing from the vice president. He put out a statement on X responding to.
Yeah. This obsessive attack on law enforcement. Mind you, ICE did not get hurt. ICE did not get shot. But y'all up here acting like, and this is what pisses me off. We're seeing one thing, y'all are telling us another thing, and it's so y'all can incite more anger, more fury, more fighting, more encroaching on freedoms, right? More Gestapo-like fucking tactics. But it ain't gonna go down like they think it's gonna go down, y'all. It's 2025. It's not 1950. It's not gonna go down the way they think it's gonna go down. People do not give a fuck these days. And even back in the day, people would resign to, well, I'd rather fucking die. I'd rather die on the street than do this with y'all. Like all of that overworking us and all of that. Y'all go read. Historically, whenever they would try to do that, a lot of times people would rebel and just stop working. Oh, they're going to throw us in jail? I guess everybody going to jail. Then the jails get overpopulated. Then what you going to do? You going to build more jails? Not everybody in jail. Now what? Ain't nobody working. Ain't nobody making no money if everybody in jail. That's another thing. We're not buying shit if we in jail. That's another thing. Right? But y'all love that free labor so much. Then this happened. Y'all think y'all about to be Charlie Kirk and roll up on HBCU so that y'all can what? Suckle energy from Black people by saying ridiculous racist things to them and trying to bait them into arguments so that you can feed off their energy, because that's what it feels like. It sounds like you went to them people's campus trying to rage bait them so that you could suck off their energy because you're a black hole, and you got sent the fuck out of there, and then you tried to make it seem like you were a victim. TSU said today a group of individuals unaffiliated with Tennessee State University appeared on campus without prior notice. In accordance with university policy, any demonstration or protest activity requires advance approval and permitting. Campus police and staff responded promptly. It's not the first time. They've been doing this for the past couple of weeks on different campuses, because I saw another video where they tried this shit and they got them motherfuckers kicked off the campus. And the individuals were escorted from university grounds without incident. At all times, TSU students conducted themselves in a professional and respectful manner. The safety and well-being of our students, faculty, and staff remain our highest priority. TSU will continue to uphold university policies and ensure that campus remains a safe, welcoming, and orderly environment for all members of our community. So, professional and respectful manner. Well, yeah. I definitely feel like pointing their middle fingers at y'all is as respectful as it can get, knowing what y'all came there to do. Look, some people are just saying bye. Why are they playing music? So yeah. And wasn't nobody debating them. Everybody was just like, get the fuck out of here. Just 15 minutes into our tabling, the crowd went completely nuts, started stealing signs and attacking our speakers. Nobody attacked y'all. University police had to show up. University police showed up because y'all wasn't supposed to be there. And y'all were causing a commotion on the campus. Our sign today said DEI should be illegal. These students proved us right. No, they didn't. And this is when I say y'all will take the tactics of people that are actually correct in what they're doing. I watch a lot of people debate. I tell y'all that on TikTok. One of the things that a lot of people, especially women, do is they'll be like, it's all men. Prove me right or prove me wrong. Every single time a woman says all men, niggas will come on the live and prove it within less than 3 minutes of being on the live. They will prove it in some way because they will do a plethora of things that shows how men are always trying to take and dominate, right? Either taking energy by asking women to answer fucking questions that you already know the answers to, but you get them to answer questions, trying to bait them so you could back them into a corner. They know it, they counteract it, you lose, and then you just, curse the women out, call them, say N-word on the live, thinking it's going to get it shut down, and we move on. The real DEI, the way they think about it. See, they think about, and I've been telling y'all this for the longest, DEI, affirmative action, all the same thing. White people in this country are inherently racist, so we have to put in laws to force them not to discriminate against everybody else because their natural inclination is to discriminate against everybody else. Period. That's what it is. We have to create laws to incentivize and stop y'all from discriminating against people, because this is what y'all naturally do. So we have to create laws in order to offset for what y'all would naturally do when we're trying to create a system where more people are adding to our economy. Because when it's just poor white people or just rich people, nobody's actually adding to the economy. You can't make money like that. So we need more people to come in and feed into this economy. So at one point, everybody understood that. Right? At one point, we understood. That's when we was talking about, send me all your countrymen to America so that you could have a better life. Send them on. Now, all of a sudden, y'all want to go into nativism in a country that you are not native to, which is hilarious to me. But essentially, now you want to act as if, we got to kick everybody out because they're taking our jobs. You were never qualified for those jobs. You were never qualified for those jobs. You were only getting them because you were white, honey. And that was the true unfairness, that y'all will pass over people that are overly qualified because they're not white. And so the laws were put in place so that you would stop doing that. You got mad about it because y'all think that y'all don't have jobs because, the other people are taking your jobs and they're being given to them because they're black. No. You were never qualified in the first place. You shouldn't have gotten the job over the black person who was more qualified. But because you're white, you think you were supposed to get it. You see how they project? And the president is a perfect example. Everybody in his cabinet, perfect example. You have no expertise. You do not know what the fuck you're doing except for dismantling something and selling it out, because that's the only thing you know how to do is exploit. So they're now exploiting the government. They've been doing it. The government has always been a problem, but the ways in which we had we can't go too far this way. And, we can't go too far this way because then we're not going to be able to control. What they're doing right now is dismantling everything in a way where they think they're going to have control, but really it's going to end up with them losing even more control. The government is going to lose even more control. They're basically saying that this is the end of America, so to speak. And we've been saying that since y'all elected Trump because, we know where this is going to go. Y'all are going to try to dominate. People are going to fight. People are going to leave. People are going to die. And at the end of the day, money will be lost. blood will be spilled. And then the rest of the world will then come together and decide to treat America the way America has been treating other people for the longest. And that's why it's so funny to me the way white people are so focused, right? Group of white men hyper focused on being deleted, but them being hyper focused on being deleted leads to them being deleted faster, right? Because to me, the way they are handling the country, it is just fast tracking us to okay, it's gonna be over, girl. That's what I'm saying. They're putting us on the fast track to this country breaking apart, basically. And what's gonna be in its place, I don't know. But I would like to suggest that, you know, people look into other countries that have basically broken apart, you know, were destructed, were taken apart. Yeah, all of the Rome fell. What did they do after? Okay. What's gonna happen after? Because the people are still going to be here. The people that are living are still going to be here. So what's going to happen? Somebody else is going to come in and implement their version of a government if America is falling apart. So we'll just see how it all plays out, girl. But I do think in general, it's not going to be the end of the world like y'all think. I think in America, because we've been propagandized so much, you think that if it's not working the way it's been working, then we're going to, like, you know, be in a apocalyptic movie or some shit like that. And it's like, yeah, no, it's not going to be like that. Okay. It's happened all over the world where governments have been overpowered, taken down, and people go on living and figuring out how to make it work and figuring out whether they're going to stay or they're going to go. You know what I mean? But I do believe the people will still be here even when the government isn't. Because the people were here before the government got here. Y'all just forgot about it. So yeah, 3 weeks ago, I was in Gaza and felt safer than 10 minutes ago at an HBCU. Well, since you're a white person going to Ghana, probably being on the side of Israel, you would be more safe than coming into a black campus and spouting out racist ideals that you believe are just opinions. Yeah, you should be in fear. You should be in fear. You should be scared. You should be. Black people walk around scared every day. Black people walk around being in fear every day. What you thought we were the only ones that were going to be feeling that fear? No, motherfucker. That's not how fear works. It spreads. Oh, and this was hilarious. Okay, so y'all know we talked about in my last live, I think it was the last live, we talked about how Trump had that gold statue with the Bitcoin out in front of the Capitol. Well, somebody pulled up with him and Jeffrey Epstein holding hands, a marble monument, y'all. Do y'all see this shit? This shit is hilarious to me. They were also doing this in the UK. They went to visit the president and went to visit the UK, and the people in the UK were like putting huge pictures of Trump and Jeffrey Epstein on buildings, like all kind of shit. And just to let y'all know that everybody can see this shit. Okay, America and the racism in America, it really kind of blocks out how the other people in the world look at America like, oh my God, y'all are so funny. Because we're ridiculous. We're ridiculous. Like, and a lot of people can see that and recognize that. That's why, like, somebody was trying to argue with me about how I said, you know, because a black person posted asking, like, where do we go? With all of this going on, do we stay? Do we leave? Are people going to be racist in other places? What do we do? Right? And I was just like, hey, Southeast Asia and South America, I have heard, are very kind to black people, but specifically because they have large indigenous populations of people, which means they're probably going to have better race relations because their population already has a respect for indigenous people. Now, we are also American, so we have to understand that people are not going to like us because we're American. Yes. And then also you have to recognize that being black happens all over the world, where being darker complected is a bad thing because imperialism, colonialization over the past, I don't know, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. Okay. So yes, Other places, you're going to experience racism. Are you going to experience the same fear and gun violence that you may experience in America as a Black person? No. So when I was just saying that South America and Southeast Asia have, I've been treated kindly there. I'm not the darkest, Black person, but I've also been discriminated against and disrespected while I'm traveling to these places by white people or other people that act as if I'm not there. So I definitely have been discriminated against as a Black woman while traveling. How I felt once I got to places, I felt a little bit more aware of my Blackness in Bali than I did in Thailand. I didn't feel othered as much. It might be because I'm having a luxurious experience. That's also true. But I just feel like when I'm walking around seeing all of these Asian people that are the same complexion as me, we're not the same, but we're the same complexion. And so for me, there is a level of safety that I feel like I felt when I was there in comparison to when I traveled to other places. Europe, even here. This place is angry, y'all. America is fucking angry. So, other countries are not as angry. So I don't feel the same fear in those places that I do here at home because the energy is not the same. So for instance, in Southeast Asia period has an entirely different work environment. There are not as many big name brand stores, more mom and pop, which means more regular people own businesses. More regular people owning businesses means that these people are actually being able to dictate when they take breaks, when they work, when they take off, which means these people are probably happier because they all have their little piece. So when I get there, I don't feel as accosted as when I go to the islands, when I go to DR, how I'm accosted at the airport, when I go to Jamaica, how I'm accosted at the airport, when I go to Ghana, how I'm accosted everywhere because I'm an American woman and all of the Black men there see me as somebody to try to trick on, right? Romance me, fuck me so that I can send for you to come to America. Yeah, no, I'm not love after lockup. Stop talking to me. I'm sorry. I'm not 90 Day Fiance. Stop talking to me. But I'm just saying, and yes, people create community all over the world. My point was that in my experience, those two places are more welcoming to Black people than other areas, and damn sure more welcoming to Black people than America is. But a motherfucker wanted to ask me what my definition of kind was like because they experienced racism and they 40 friends experienced rape. Girl, okay, then stay in America and stop fucking talking to me. Stay in America then. Then somebody commented, it's subjective. Duh, bitch. Duh. I also hate when y'all do that. I don't know why y'all do that, but it's like if you can't find the issue in my argument in order to argue with me, you will then make a point that I was never arguing. Bitch, those is words. Yeah, bitch, I know. I said them. Talked about what we were talking about on TikTok. Colorism. Niggas in the comments, that's discrimination. Yes, bitch, that's what colorism is. It is a form of discrimination. Are we okay? Oh my God, today. But yeah, he reacted to the statue. They took the statue down. But I thought it was hilarious that they put this statue of him and his buddy. As I was told, Washington Post reporter on scene, new satiric statues of POTUS, real Donald Trump, and Jeffrey Epstein on the National Mall show the First Amendment continues to be upheld in one of our most sacred civic spaces, freedom of speech, expression, association, and the press. This statue epitomizes how our First Amendment continues to be upheld in practice, not just in principle. We're still allowed to do that most American thing. Poke fun at the most powerful people in the world, including the elected leaders and oligarchs who govern us. Yes, that is a very American thing. And don't come to New Orleans because we're going to rib the fuck out you in parade form, meaning that would be, I want to say 20 feet to 30 feet tall. Fucking floats with pictures of your face with an ass next to it. Like we drag people down here, so don't come down here. Oh, in honor of Friendship Month. We celebrate the long-lasting bond between President Donald Trump and his closest friend, Jeffrey Epstein. Voiceover, there must be more to life than having everything. Wow. Yes, there is, but I won't tell you what it is. We have certain things in common, Jeffrey. Enigmas never age. Have you noticed that? A pal is a wonderful thing. Yeah, this is really creepy. Whenever I read this between them, it's very creepy, and it's giving we enjoy the fact that we have enough money to possibly fuck children and no one can tell us anything about it. Right, Errol Musk? A lot of niggas have that in common. Let's move back to the black people because white people can be a tad bit dark for us, okay? You niggas are dark, okay? Your energy is very dark. Kenya Moore, can you imagine a nigga coming after you for your bread after he said that he ain't need your bread? Can you imagine? According to Kenya, Mark closed down his New York restaurant following financial troubles and decided to relocate to Atlanta to be closer to their daughter, Brooklyn. While she supports him being present in Brooklyn's life, Kenya made it clear, crystal clear, they are no longer together and he will need his own living arrangements. Moore pointed out the irony of the situation, reminding fans that Mark once tried to take her to court for alimony and even attempted to go after the very home she built. Now she says he's attempting to live in that same house. Kenya didn't bite her tongue, calling Mark's actions outrageous and labeling him as nuts for expecting her to provide him with a place to stay after all their legal battles. Despite acknowledging his role as Brooklyn's father, Kenya emphasized that she refuses to let him take advantage of her or disrupt the independence she fought so hard to keep. I'm going to tell you why he's nuts and outrageous. You know why? Because Akbar V and all of them, they will have niggas knocking their asses out, taking money from them, and they take those niggas back for the kids. Right? There are so many women that will go out of their way to help abusive men for the kids. Right? Right? He's my child's father. He's my child's father. Okay, girl. I'm just saying, I know a lot of people that give a lot of chances that I would never give. And you know what? That's their decision. That's their life. They can give these niggas as many chances as they want to. My only thing, please don't come crying to me about it. Don't call me trying to suck my motherfucking energy through the phone about what this nigga did. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Cause you don't care. So don't try to make me care now. Okay? But yeah, no, get this stupid ass shit out of our face, Mark Daly. Like, you want to be there for your daughter? Go stay at the fucking YMCA. Go stay somewhere else, but get your ass out of our face with that. Like, that was crazy to me. Like, what a sucker. What a sucker ass nigga. All right, so Ari Fletcher checks her makeup artist for looking at her man. Later in the day, tells him she'll give him a threesome. Let's hear.
Look at him. I was looking. No, bitch, don't look at my nigga. Look at him. I was looking. No, bitch, don't look at my nigga.
I guess they was just joking. Don't be looking at my nigga, hoe. Right, because he gonna fuck her. If she looks at him, he's gonna fuck her. So don't look, because as soon as you look at him, he gonna try to fuck you.
I like this Chanel.
And I promise you, no matter what you say, if that girl want to fuck your nigga gonna fuck that girl. Yeah. I'm sorry. Is the girl okay? Okay. Y'all, they probably gonna fuck over me for that music. God damn it. I don't be paying attention. Okay. Which one we want? I think with the jeans, you should go with that bag. Yeah, I think with the jeans. Yeah, no, I think with the jeans, you should go with the other bag. Even though I like that bag better, I feel like with the jeans, the other bag go better. Yeah, with the aesthetic, I think the other bag go better. Yeah.
So handsome. Look at him. He been out in that gym every day in the sauna, I got you a massage tomorrow at 2:15.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you doing what a rich nigga do.
Yep. You doing what a rich nigga do.
Niggas barely be speaking words. That's another thing I can't stand. Every time these women be talking to these niggas,
You're gonna have him a good threesome tonight. See, you ain't start smelling till I said that. That's irritating as fuck.
why is it irritating? Why is it irritating? Didn't you just say y'all was gonna have a good ass threesome? Is it because you over there having threesomes to please that man and not because you actually like women? You could be so beautiful. You could have all the money in the world. And your self-esteem can literally be in the fucking trash can at the bottom of the trash can, bitch, where all of the shit has leaked onto. Okay? Cause this is just, and then it just be these ugly niggas. Like the niggas is not that cute. She's talking about he been in the gym, he been working out. Oh, I'm about to give him a threesome. And then he get happy and you like, see, I'm mad. Cause why are you that happy about us having a threesome? Bitch, what you doing it for then? What are you doing it for? You know why? Because it made you feel like the only thing that was really making him happy in that moment was you fucking another girl with him. And you don't even like other girls. Wild.
That's so irritating. How I zoom in on the smile?
You can't.
That's so irritating.
That's so irritating. Okay, girl. I mean, okay, girl. But you love him. You love him and he's so fine and all of that. And he gonna cheat on you, girl. And he been cheating on you. And he probably ain't gonna ever stop. And that's okay. Because, you know, it's okay. It's okay. That's what y'all let these niggas do. It's all right, girl. Metro Boomin. Girl, let's talk about Metro Boomin. I had to put a PSA in the comments because hoes is dumb in these comments. Metro Boomin is fighting serious allegations in a Los Angeles courtroom. A woman claims that he arred her back in 2016 after she blacked out from alcohol and Xanax, later testifying that she didn't come forward until last year when she says an ayahuasca trip and therapy revealed the trauma as the root of her pain. She testified that the assault left her pregnant and she terminated the pregnancy. Metro's legal team is calling the claims a shakedown and denying everything. When I tell you, I'm gonna start feeling like anytime somebody says anything along the lines of a shakedown, a money grab, like you're just trying to take advantage of my client's resources, anything like that, I'm gonna believe that you did it. I'm gonna start believing that you did it as soon as you say something like that. Because shouldn't there be other reasons why a rape doesn't happen besides a woman trying to get money out of you? But I said, because there are a whole bunch of people in the comments, and this is what I be talking about. I may not necessarily believe whether this is true or false, but what I don't like seeing in the comments is the reasons why some of y'all think that he didn't do it. You think he didn't do it because he's good looking. Like I saw some girl in the comments talking about he too fine to have to R somebody. Not if Young Metro don't trust you, it's because he drugged you. That's crazy. The state needs to start pressing charges on you hoes once they find out y'all lying. Nobody said nothing about the girl lying, but this is automatically in the comments. Sad, whenever a black man earns over 20 mil, expect for this type of stuff to start happening. Was she under the influence of ayahuasca? Because it can bring up past trauma during hallucination. That's horrible if it happened while in that state of mind. That's what it's saying, girl. It does disturb me that woke in these comments are saying this man is fine and that he can take it from y'all anytime while under a rape allegation. Yeah. There was somebody, I don't know if they deleted the comments or not. Yeah. Oh no, here you go. He could have nailed me to the cross for free. Yes, this is giving you don't have no self-esteem. It's weird to me how y'all selves say shit online like you want to be assaulted by somebody. It's very weird. So I just said PSA, good-looking men do indeed rape women. It's not about who wants them. It's about dominating someone. I say this not because of Metro B, but because a lot of y'all in these comments are saying that dumb shit. Be fucking for real and aware. Because the first time you think a man is too fine to assault you is a time that you might end up getting assaulted. Because why would you think that he wouldn't do it because he's attractive? That's not how any of that works. Somebody said, right, they don't understand rape is about control. What enjoyment would it be if the victim was consenting? The whole point of art is to take what's not being given to you. They find thrill in that. Yes, sis. Yes. Yes. To take what is not being given to you. Because power, that's where they get a lot of their power from. It's a spiritual thing too. Taking something from somebody that is so intangible, but that leaves them like empty after, means you took something from them that can't be quantified. And that happens when you assault people. You take something from them that couldn't be quantified, that can't be put back, right? They then have to go and heal from something. But y'all up there talking about motherfucking money grabs. Bitch ain't gonna never heal, no matter how much money. She would never heal without her own, her own energy into healing, because women do heal from that. Y'all know what I mean. But like, money doesn't heal that. It can help. But let's get into the Apryl Jones. Oh, wait, no. Hold up. Before we move on from Apryl Jones, it was another thing about Metro Boomin. At least I thought. Yeah, here it is. Lil Wayne has gotten sucked into the ongoing Metro Boomin sexual assault civil trial. On day 2 of the proceedings in Los Angeles, both the plaintiff, Vanessa Lemastre, I don't know, and Metro Boomin brought up the rap icon. Lemastre testified that Lil Wayne's 2011 hit How to Love was about her, claiming they dated for 10 months. The court also heard that she once stated in an interview that Wayne fathered her late son, though the judge later dismissed the interview as irrelevant. I'm about to say, why are we talking about that? What point? So what? Metro took the stand and asserted that his sexual encounters with Lemastre were consensual. He also said she told him her deceased child was Lil Wayne's. So I guess she was saying that he argued me. I had I got rid of the pregnancy. And he's saying that was Wayne's baby. The courtroom took a sharp turn when Lemastre reacted visibly to that accusation. She alleges that in 2016, after taking half of a Xanax and a shot given by Metro to ease anxiety, she passed out in a hotel room and woke up to him assaulting her. She also said the incident led to a pregnancy and abortion. The lyrics from Metro's music were mentioned in court as being offensive to her experience. So, yeah. He said, so that's not Jacquees on the left. I'm not gonna lie, that did look like Jacquees. Yeah. Now they talking about him resume gonna curse y'all out about her daddy, but she didn't say anything bad about Wayne. She said she was in a relationship with Wayne. The song How to Love was about Lil Wayne. I mean, it was about her that he wrote. They dated for 10 months. Metro is saying that she told him the baby was for Wayne. And she's saying, no, nigga, that's not the same. The fuck? So yeah, I don't know. Nigga said I read the caption twice. I don't want to understand anymore. He ironic. He was talking about Drake, but out here with these allegations. Karma is crazy. Child, the way y'all be dick riding for Drake has to be studied. He ironic. I'm sorry. Not how. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? These celebrities just love sleeping with the same females. And that's another thing, y'all. That's another thing. If Metro knew that she had been with Wayne, what did I just tell y'all about Selena Powell? Yeah, you would want to fuck her because she fucked one of the greats that you admire. Men really do like proverbially suck dick in that way, where they like a man so much that they would want to have sex with a woman simply because that woman has sex with that man. People did it to Corinne Steffens all the time, if you ask me. Corinne Steffens was one of those women where you could tell at some point niggas wanted to fuck her because of who she fucked. Yes, her energy and all of that, but because of how that connects them to the man that they look up to. So yeah, I could definitely see this happening. I also don't trust a lot of you niggas in the music industry. Like, it does give that y'all always just waiting for the opportunity to take advantage of some girl in a dark room and get away with it. It does seem like that often. So let's get into this Apryl Jones situation, because Moniece got on the internet to respond to what Apryl said in her interview with Carlos King. And I'm not about to go, I'm just gonna play the interview and then we'll get into it from there. But I'm not about to do all of this with Moniece. Like, we know, girl, Apryl don't give a fuck about you. Your baby daddy don't give a fuck about you, girl. We know.
My life that I felt like at that time, like, of course I experienced, but I was grateful for a friend at that time, truly. And I look at that time back then and I don't feel a way fully about it because, again, me and O weren't good. It was nothing funny happening behind closed doors. It was literally like, me and this person, me and O ain't good, cool. And now I look at life now and I'm like, God, we've come such a freaking long way. Yeah. Because the father of my kids and I mean, we just went to go see a school yesterday. We hugging each other and giving each other hugs and being like, yo, you know what I mean? What you feel about the school? Like, we care what each other, like, so it's been just a lot of growth is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Good. It's been a lot of growth for sure.
So one of the things that came out of that obviously is
and that happens when enough time passes and they stop caring about who you fucking and you stop caring about who they fucking, and then y'all could just be co-parents, right? I think that's what it is. But you have to get to a point, right, where you are no longer emotionally invested in a relationship in a way that the things that person does with their nether regions upsets you.
His child's mother is Moniece.
Okay.
Who obviously publicly, eviscerated you.
Like, you know,
she felt like you two were friends. These are her words. I'm sure you
happened in my life that I felt
or her that Moniece felt like you and her were friends, and she felt betrayed by the intimacy that you and Fizz had as friends. Would you say that you did break the girl code with Moniece?
I would say no, but we all define friendship differently, right? So no, if that's my truthful answer. While I can understand that we're on a show and these people are connecting us and we appear to be cool because that's reality TV, cool, that's her perspective. And I don't want to take that away from her, but to me, no. No, this wasn't someone I talked to about my life. This wasn't someone that I was with 24/7. This wasn't, I don't know what, we've seen each other on filming sets and in passing. And so no.
Y'all weren't friends outside of filming?
No, I mean, we would see each other. You know what I mean? Like, if I see her.
Or her that Moniece felt like you and her were friends.
Hey, give her, but like, this wasn't, to me, friends are people that you go to, you spend a lot of time with, you speak to them about your life, you speak to them about what you have going on. Like, this wasn't that to me. But I will never want to negate what she feels by no means, because again, people see friendship differently, right? So yeah, I mean, if she felt that way, I know me and Moniece have had these, on the show, but to me, no. Yeah. That's all I can really say. No.
She said recently that at her funeral, she would love for you to be there in the back 5 pews, but then you would have to leave and you're not allowed to go to the repast.
When was this said? This was said recently?
To me. On my show.
No, so she wouldn't have to worry about that. And honestly, I wish nothing but the best for her. Genuinely. I don't hold grudges in my spirit. I mean, I haven't seen Moniece since I filmed on that show, and that again was 6 years. Years ago.
Y'all don't run into each other?
No, I have not seen that girl in almost 7 years.
Did she ever leave her house? Because I feel like Moniece just be in her house on her phone all day.
Right? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, almost 8 years, baby. So you're talking about 8 years and you still feel that way. That's the inner work that I'm talking about, though. That's the inner work that we actually have to really start doing within ourselves. I don't hold a grudge. I don't feel no way. I don't feel a way about, what O has done to me. Because
I understand what she's saying, but what you gonna hold a grudge about with Moniece? Like,
we could go on and on and on. I don't feel no way. And as a woman who experienced,
you was cool with her fucking her baby daddy, but
certain things that
I don't care about that. Just so we're clear, I don't think Moniece should still be upset. I don't know why Moniece is still upset. I actually agree with Apryl.
Who's intent to not talk about. I still show up and honor and respect and say, you the father of my kids. And 1 minute, look, you can hate folks. The next minute, you can love them all over again. But what we gonna decide? What we gonna choose to do? Right? Life is not perfect. You're gonna go through ups and downs. I'm just a realist. So while she may feel like that, honey, I do not have to show up to your funeral. I will pray and I will be sad that you are gone and hope that your soul has reached the heavens. But I hope that before she closes her eyes and she does not wake up, that you really do the inner work. Do the inner work. Like, I don't even know I'm even a topic of conversation at all about even being at the funeral. this is just me being really honest. You know what I mean? Like, I just think that we have years ago.
Okay, so we're gonna take a quick break and then we're gonna get back into it. Okay, quick break and we're gonna get back into it. All right. This is a get ready with me. Okay, just a little something before I get ready for one of my daily lives. So I just started growing my locks about 2 years ago now, and I color treated, and I do like a style here or there, and I really have noticed that my hair does the best when I keep it moisturized. And my regimen of spraying my hair with water and then following it up with Fab Hair International's Moisture Mist leave-in conditioning spray, girl, listen, it's giving me everything that I need as far as the moisture on a daily basis is concerned. I've tried a lot of sprays and I really enjoy not only the way the spray bottle works, but also the way the hair feels moisturized after I've given it a spritz. There are so many great Fab Hair International products to try. And the Stimulate and Soothe Deep Cleansing Shampoo is one of my favorites. It actually gives your scalp a tingling sensation that makes it feel really clean. And then the Moisture Mask Deep Conditioning Mask is really amazing as well. Make my hair feel really moisturized after I had color treated it. The products are great and were created by a Black woman stylist who came from behind her chair to give her people the products she felt they really deserved. Fab Hair International is for all curls and coils, whatever your hair type. You can find something at Fab Hair International that will suit your specific needs. Right now, you can use my code BONDY15 to get 15% off of your purchase. Go to fabhairinternational.com, take their hair quiz, and find out which products will be perfect for your hair. Be a bougie traveler and shop fabhairinternational.com. All right.
To
get back into April's ass.
The work. Time goes on, and it's okay. It's okay. I am not mad. I feel no way. If I saw her, I'd say, hey, girl, really? And I would hope that you say hi back. I would hope that we could get to that place. Like, life goes on and it gets better when you make choices to have a better life. I'm not who I was 7 years ago. I'm not who I was 5 years ago. Sorry if that's what you need to hear. Sorry to anyone that feels like they were betrayed or they were hurt. We do that when we are not in good spaces and places in our life. We do that. So I'll say I'm sorry to anyone who has felt like at these times in my life when I didn't know how to coast through, when I didn't know what I was dealing with, when I didn't have the answers to it, that maybe a hurt person could have hurt people. Sure, I'll take that. I will take the accountability. But I will say this, you're going to get a very different version of me now these days, because I am doing the work. So I'm not going to run into these same issues, right? I'm choosing to elevate and I'm choosing to do the work. Time goes on and it's okay. It's okay. I am not mad. I feel no way. If I saw her, I'd say, hey, girl, you're growing. I think that's what life is about. What are we going to do with those moments? Are we going to stay stagnant? Are we going to still hate? Are we still going to be angry? No, let's live a fruitful life. That's what I want. That's where I'm going. Nothing but love here. I like you a lot. I'm just saying, but I understand. And she has the right to feel how she feels. Everybody does. And at their own time, may they forgive, may they not. That's on them. But I choose not to sit in these spaces any longer. Hell, I don't really even want to talk about half the stuff we've talked about today. And that's just being fully honest, because this is 8 years ago, right? But I haven't talked about my story. I think it's important. I have shelled myself down because I was in spaces, maybe in a space where I'm like, I don't want people to feel like, no, this is my story and I'm going to stand by my story. And I should speak about it. And I shouldn't feel bad for talking about what truly happened to me. Or even if I did hurt someone, that's the space I was in. Why am I'm a human. I'm human. To grow, and I think that's what life is about. Okay, at least I can own it though. I want to, if I have to be one of the only ones to stand on this earth and be like, yeah, well, I'll take the slander for being human, then fuck it. I'll be that. That's what I'll do. But ain't nobody about to make me feel bad or make me feel like, no, we're growing. That's why I'm over here. Okay. And y'all ain't heard from me in how many years?
It's been a while.
Okay, can we just say a long time, y'all. I hope after this that we can when y'all have me do interviews, y'all really just ask me some, okay,
about something besides the only shit we really know about. At that point, what are we interviewing you about then? And that's not no tea, no shade, but it's like, if you're not continuing to do things that make us want to see you or talk to you, and that doesn't mean you're not living your life, I think she went back to school and she's working in something else or something like that. But April's life looks great as far as I'm concerned. Amarian on co-parenting with Apryl. Okay. What did he say? Did he say anything? He was living with his mom, and I never thought it would turn into what it did.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, like, Lil Fizz, I think, thought that he was supposed to be like the I don't know what it is, but I feel like what it felt like to me is Fizz was mad at Omarion because Omarion was not giving him the acknowledgement that he wanted. And so he then went and started a relationship pretending to be a friend, showing up and knowing how to be a friend, also that he could eventually fuck Apryl. That's what I think happened. I think he played that friend game with her so that he could get back at Omarion and make Omarion feel the way he felt when Omarion was not answering his phone calls. Because what really was happening was when Apryl and Omarion broke up, Apryl and Fizz were friends and they were both commiserating on how Omarion wasn't answering any of their phone calls. Okay. And I know women like to feel, people period like to look at women as the villain in these situations, but I just kind of feel like I don't fucking care. Like I just don't. Uh Niggas use women as tools to fight each other all the time, dick measuring contests and all of that shit. Y'all bang the same broad. Congratulations. Like what the fuck? Who cares? Moniece is where I feel like the issue comes in. Monique says a whole lot of folks finna be put to shame if I post the pics and texts and emails. Let's keep it cute. I'll advise you, at Omarion, to keep your baby mama quiet ahead of this tour, because if she or your bro keep on dismissing me and negating my mental wellness, I'll post it all. Girl, what are you threatening Omarion for? And Miss LaFleur, everything I sent to her, him, my therapist, and James, and you, Michelle. And I've already given my parents the heads up since my mother recently accused me of ruining my dad's legacy. I've not been caught up in no more shit. Don't push me. I'm waiting on my public apology. Moniece, get a fucking life. That's what I would suggest. Like, I just would suggest that. She said, as you all know, and I didn't know we all knew this girl, but apparently she's currently battling a clinical depression. I feel like Moniece is always battling clinical depression. I do feel like something is genuinely wrong with Moniece, but I also feel like Moniece and her brother, I don't know what happened in their household, but I do know the parents are like low-key Jesus freaks. You add that on top of the fact that y'all have like 2 children that have mental issues thereafter. I feel like the parents did something. Like, I don't know what it is, but the parents did something. Okay. However, this was sent to me. The minute markers between the times Carlos asked her the question and she finished giving her answer, we marked in the DM. Here's my response for both individuals. Go straight to hell. Carlos, you know damn well I never said she and I were friends. What I said was I felt like she broke girl code, and I felt like it was a betrayal to Omarion more so than it was to me. Now, as far as she's concerned, she can go to hell with you and my son's father, because he got on a national stage to apologize to Omarion, and she just sat on your show, Carlos King, and gave a blanketed apology. What I find to be most interesting is that in one of the voice notes that Just Hilarious sent me, she adding everybody, she said exactly what America's most famous Globetrotter said to you, which is she was never in love with my baby daddy, but that is indeed what they told the world on Love and Hip Hop. I'm about to go rewatch it. Now, what I will say is this. My baby daddy to this day will never stand up for me. I don't expect him to. I've given up the hope. I've given up that hope. But when he will, what he will do, I'm sorry, y'all, my mind, I've been reading so much today. I'm like, bleh. But what he will do is show up for everyone else's BM. Child, niggas be like that. I also feel like they do that intentionally, like to punish you, because they want you to believe that the reason why y'all are in turmoil is only because of you. So then they will go and treat other people better than you so that you will feel like it's your fault that they acted that way with you. When really, that's who they are. From that girl, Chantel or Chanel, I don't remember, who he told me and my parents had a child by Jay-Z to Apryl. And if we really want to be technical, he and Omarion were indeed friends, just like she and I were friends. She herself invited me to her birthday while she was pregnant with Mega. at she and Omarion house in Grenada Hills. I rode with Morgan Hardman. There were no cameras there. When Omarion was on tour, with my best friend, after he signed to Rich Forever, I came to the house in Grenada Hills and brought her breakfast. There were no cameras present for either one. Years later, unbeknownst to me, she was already with my baby daddy, but she texted me and asked for a referral to get her boobs done. I was in the movies and couldn't answer. Lastly, Miss LaFleur, who is Omarion's manager and a family friend, called my mother and asked for my help. I called Michelle and she informed me that a man named James, who at the time was representing Omari in his custody battle, needed my getting custody of his kids, needed my help getting custody of his kids. So I gave his attorney, James, the DCF reports of my baby daddy bruising our son from punching him after he was ejected from his game. So apparently Lil Fizz punched their son after he was ejected from a game out in public in front of everybody. Oh, okay. My therapist, who I'm not legally allowed to name, had to make the report because she's a state mandator. I have the recording and the paperwork, and y'all love to use my mom against me, but go ask her how my baby daddy cried to her on the phone and admitted to it when he found out DCFS was involved and I was going to take my son. I was going to take my son from him until my baby begs me not to. So while I'm quiet, minding my business, fighting every day for the strength to live, fighting the battle not to off myself, y'all want to lie and continue to act as though my feelings just don't matter. They never mattered. Child, they never mattered then and they don't matter now. And I'm the crazy one, right? Yeah, you kind of still are. You kind of still are, sis. Like all of this says you kind of still are. Not in a dismissive way, but in a you're not doing the work that April's doing, apparently. Like, I don't know what you're doing, but the amount of time you spend under the comments on blog posts, like, it's giving you're not doing the work. Cause I'm just saying, y'all, Monique be under every fucking post like this her job. You would think she was getting paid from talking shit on the internet about people in comments the way she be popping up. Okay. Anyway, y'all want to lie and continue to act as though my feelings just don't matter. They never mattered then. And they don't matter now. And I'm the crazy one, right? But who's showing up for me? Who's saving me from the bottle? Nobody. Yeah, because you have to save yourself. And this expectation that somebody should save you is the fucking problem. Because I don't even welcome that invitation. Because my child loves his dad. And I can't, in good faith, let someone come in and reshape his life as he knows it. What does that mean? All while encouraging him to lie to his dad about what's taking place. You're both liars. And to the both of you, I say, fuck you. Okay, Monique. And then Monique starts posting all of these comments. She'll never apologize and never will my baby daddy. Apologize for what? What do you want her to apologize for, Monique? You want her to apologize for fucking your baby daddy? I'm sorry. You need to get over that. You shouldn't even want an apology about that anymore. Who fucking cares? Like, who cares? Fizz obviously ain't shit to you. So what difference does it make? An apology from an ain't shit nigga don't matter. An apology from a woman that don't have no real integrity don't matter. So what the fuck you want an apology from? You know, like, I just feel like, what is Monique doing with her life right now? Because I feel like, are you in just like the depression is like some perpetual victimhood thing you got going on over there? I still blame her mammy though, and the daddy. I blame both of them. Okay, because something wrong with both of y'all kids, and it make me feel like whatever religious psychosis y'all had them children growing up in, child, we're here today. We're here today, girl. But yeah, I was like, I don't know what y'all are on, but this is just dumb. Anyway, I'm about to end my show. I do want to, because I have to do love and hip hop, y'all. I'll probably do love and hip hop tomorrow for my members. We'll talk about it because Sierra and her sister-in-law were getting into it, and I'm just like, there go another issue with that nigga Zay, because his sister is the one online right now. And I forgot to talk about this, but I do want to play y'all this clip before we get out of here. That is Carisha responding to a fan who asked her about her relationship with JT.
We're talking about relationships. And you got a green cup, you still have a red one.
Okay, relationships. Okay, what's the topic with relationships?
We're just the topic is just relationship, and we're asking questions.
Okay, so
So I'ma just say this started out dumb because you in a relationship, like you literally just did a statement for Diddy. So you're in a relationship with a nigga in jail that's accused of exploiting and assaulting several people, like repeatedly throughout the history of time, even before your fuck ass was born. Right? Diddy has had blood on his hands since before you were born, bitch. So you're in a toxic, like, I feel like you're in a toxic, abusive relationship with a pimp like nigga from jail. And your friend is in a similar toxic, abusive relationship with a little weird nigga who she could beat up. Either way, both of y'all is being mind controlled by y'all's niggas. So that's y'all relationship situation. And you're online telling people you want to talk about relationships. And then if they come up there and ask you about either one of the relationships that you have on Front Street right now, which is your relationship with Diddy or your relationship with JT, you gonna hang the phone up, girl?
Just ask the question about the relationship. Like, give us a good question.
okay, so a good question about a relationship is, what's your relationship right now with JT now that that Cardi B dropped?
No, we're talking about relationship.
That's a relationship, and people want to know your T sister. Don't be. Oh, she about to hit it. She about to drop me, sister. No, answer it, sister, please. The people want to know about your relationship.
Why he started, y'all? Why he started screaming like he was like backing up as it was happening? No, sister, no. Like that's how you, y'all. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. That was funny, y'all. I'm sorry. I was definitely tickled a little bit by him getting louder. Like his voice was actually being taken away by security. Security! Oh my God.
He got unedited real fast.
Take me through that. Take me through that. Take me through that. Take me through that. Hold on.
So where you be at? Like, I know you be like a lot. Like, where you be at? Where?
So yeah, that is a relationship. Girl, you don't want to talk about none of the fucking relationships that your ass is in right now. I don't know why you online playing with them people time. Because you don't want to talk about none of these relationships. You don't want to talk about it. So what the fuck, girl? Bye. Anyway, let me see before I get from up here. Because I've been up here for a minute. So it's time to go. But I did want to just come and run through right quick. Yeah, I think I'm good. I think that's the or did we want to do, oh no, before I go, y'all, I'm sorry. I have to play y'all that girl reading the fuck out of E. Kane. I have to. That shit was hilarious. That shit was hilarious. Hold up, let me see if I can find it. Also, the one of my favorite content creators on TikTok started making videos again, and she did like the one about Dame Dash. That shit was hilarious. Y'all seen her? Y'all follow her, right? Hold up, yeah. Y'all follow her, right?
Why do I care if you're a girl with a mustache? Get out of here, you a bald-headed girl.
You care too much about what other people.
I don't care. Wait, let me ask you a question. Okay, let's say this. Logic. If I cared about what people think, you think I pull my teeth out in front of everybody? The pictures y'all see with me, no teeth, I took those pictures. Right or wrong? That's not confidence to you? You're a girl. Nah, you silly, man. And nigga like
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Listen, I love her. She is hilarious to me. But yeah, let's get into the E. Kane situation. Okay, hold up.
This message is for E. Kane and E. Kane only. If I ain't never have nothing else to say to you before, I'm going to say it now. The most resentful moment I have towards my mother happened when I was 7 years old. To this day, I still remember it happened in Florida City, Florida. I was 7 years old. And every time I think about the moment and the incident when it happened, I could still smell the air. All I have to say to you is that those kids are getting older. Those kids getting older, Erica. It's time to make a choice. You're gonna have to choose between that fuck shit and them kids. That trauma is being encoded in those kids, even if they aren't at the phase where they can process it logically. Later on, it's going to show up in them children. It may be emotionally, it may be mentally.
I'm gonna pause just right here because I want to remind everybody that this is very similar to the conversation that we was having about Cardi B, but everybody want to act like, I
don't want to put nothing on nobody kids, but I'm just speaking from experience. Baby, it's time to make a choice. All the money and the views and all that shit, whoop-de-doo, but it's time to make a choice for those kids.
Bitches be on TikTok ugly as fuck talking about this is for E. Kane and E. Kane. Bitch, if it was for E. Kane, you would have just sent it to me. Bitch, it's for you to get paid off my name. That's what it's for. I'm not watching no video about it is for E. Kane and E. Kane only. No, it's not. It never was, and it never will be. Because I don't take advice from nobody on the internet. I'm sorry.
Y'all remember
this message is
remember y'all said y'all, I ain't taking no advice from nobody on my mothering. Remember y'all said that shit. That what y'all said, girl. Y'all like, nobody taking no evidence from you hoes about no kids. Fuck y'all. I don't care what y'all say about me.
That's just for E. Kane.
Hold up. Where's the second one? Where's the second one where she completely ate that girl alive? Where is it at? Here you go.
Bitch can't do a fuck thing about it because you can't stop my dribble or block.
Nuh-uh. Where's the beginning, bitch? I want the motherfucking beginning. Okay? I want the beginning. Where's the beginning? Oh my God. Table for two. Stitch with.
Bitch can't do a fuck.
It's a stitch with her. Hold up. Let me go to her page and find. God damn it. Look, y'all, they took it down. I hate, like, what is, oh my God, put it back. Put it back. All right, I'm gonna just let her go from that point, but I wanted to hear from the beginning.
And bitch can't do a fuck thing about it because you can't stop my dribble or block my layup, featherweight ass.
So we
You know what I'm saying? I want featherweight asshole. I'm sorry. I have to find it, y'all, because that shit was hilarious to me. I have to find it. Where are my likes? Hopefully, I can still find the video because it looked like they took it down. Why would they take it down? Okay, E. Kane, hold up. Was it? Have I really been on TikTok this much? Oh no, I think they probably really did just remove it. And I wanted to play the whole thing. I can't remember if I played it in my live yesterday or not. Or not yesterday, but the day before yesterday.
Okay, so when it comes to E. Kane and Table for Two came out at first and said this.
This message is for E. Kane and E. Kane only. If I ain't never have nothing else to say to you before, I'm gonna say it now. The most resentful moment I have towards my mother happened when I was 7 years old.
She's basically trying to have E. Kane see her from Mumi's point of view.
To this day, I still remember it happened in Florida City, Florida. I was 7 years old, and every time I think about the moment and the incident when it happened, I could still smell the air. All I have to say to you is that those kids are getting older.
Which is true.
Those kids getting older, Erica. It's time to make a choice. You're gonna have to choose between that fuck shit and them kids.
And that's why he can't really make, because they hit home.
That trauma is being encoded in those kids, even if they aren't at the phase where they can process it logically. Later on, it's going to show up in them children.
And don't come tell us we can't talk about it. Erica putting it on the internet, we're gonna talk about it.
Be emotionally, it may be mentally. I don't want to put nothing on nobody kids, but I'm just speaking.
Shout out to Superwoman Hood Unscripted for posting this.
From experience.
E. Kane, okay, so when we was on live the other day, E. Kane is a content creator. We're gonna go, I'm gonna show y'all her in a minute, but I wanted to show y'all this video first because this was my favorite part. But she is a content creator that's in an abusive relationship. In my video 2 days ago, we saw a video of the guy destroying her house. He was kicking shit. He was knocking a whole bunch of stuff down. She's pregnant. He leave the house and we see her clean up and, get her house back together, talking about her tables broke and all of this shit. And, that's what her and this nigga do. She gonna fuck his shit up too. Like, we was having a conversation about that because I was like, that was mirroring the situation with Cardi and Stefan possibly, right? Because essentially you being in a relationship with a toxic nigga is gonna end up with you crashing out. And when you crash out, your kids gotta be there for the crash out. Yeah, the girl is currently pregnant, like currently carrying a crackhead nigga baby. And his pants was tight and his ass was out. And I just kind of feel like, so you with a gay nigga that's beating your ass and you doing it for clicks and views because you make money off of the abusive content. So this lady is reading her the fuck down. Now, prior to this, I don't know none of these people, y'all. So y'all just like me. I ain't know. You don't know. We don't know.
Baby, it's time to make a choice. The money and the views and all that shit, whoop-de-doo, but it's time to make a choice for those kids.
So after that video, Erica got mad, but she took it to Snapchat, and this is what she had to say.
Bitches be on TikTok ugly as fuck talking about this is for E-Kane and E-Kane.
You seem real mad, baby girl.
Bitch, if it was for E-Kane, you would have just sent it to me. Bitch, it's for you to get paid off my name. That
you put your business on the internet, we can talk about it. And yes, we can get paid for it.
Yes, absolutely.
That's what it's for. I'm not watching no video about it is for E-Kane and E-Kane only. No, it's not. It never was, and it never will be.
I mean, as y'all can see, she didn't really have much to say because it's kind of hard to have a comeback when you know that person done hit home.
Because I don't think
it was the same thing with Crystal and Cardi. Y'all can say what the fuck y'all want to. That's why her tone was the way it was. You may be defensive and you're going to defend yourself against what you think are allegations of you being a bad mother, but that shit going to sit on your head for a second, whether you want to admit it or not.
Advice from nobody on the internet. I'm sorry. I really don't. I refuse to.
And that's the problem.
This is my job. I posted that to get paid, so you bitches will talk about it.
So basically, your children's trauma is for sale.
Yeah, that's how people be.
Okay.
I've yet to see you make a video about me making a dean's list any of my college semesters. I've yet to see you congratulate E-Kane on anything, but you're so quick to speak on the negative of E-Kane.
E-Kane, the school thing is for you to feel better about yourself. We're worried about the children, not you. If you don't want us to worry about the children, maybe you shouldn't put certain things on the internet.
Hello.
Bitch, I ain't listening to that shit. You can't fuck with me, and you're ugly. Bye.
That's the first thing most people say when they don't have a comeback, is you're ugly. But anyway, Drika came back and she had some words. And when I say power, power.
Listen.
Check it out.
E-Kane, let me tell you something for once and for all. I wasn't going to really respond because technically I started with you. But since you like to get on the internet and sneak this and let your adolescents do your dirty work by coming back saying what you said, let me tell you something, little hoe. Anytime y'all hoes ain't got nothing to say about me, y'all resort to ugly every time.
That's the first thing they try to say, baby.
But for some strange reason, E-Kane, it's funny coming from you because dark-skinned girls intimidate the fuck out of you. I don't know if that's because I can sit in my bed, bonnet on my head, eyebrows bushy, no lashes, lips little as fuck, popping my shit like a big girl, and a light-skinned bitch can't do a fuck thing about it. You can't stop my dribble or block my layup, featherweight asshole. And I really want to know who died and made you a beauty queen. You sit up over there every day looking like a damn pterodactyl. Then your baby daddy, George Jefferson, looking ass following up behind you. Florence asshole, find you somebody to play with. Clean up woman ass bitch. I'm not the one. You think your kids finna look good in 15 years when they sitting in a psych ward on Seroquel because what they silly ass mammy put them through? I can see mommy's ass now with a head full of patches. This bitch talking about, I made the dean's list. I got a new car. A fish is supposed to swim, silly ass bitch. Ain't nobody teach you nothing. Had you not been out there sucking on everything known to mankind, your ass would have got clapped for when it was time for you to get clapped for. Where your mammy at, ho? I can't be your mammy or your opposition soft asshole. Then you projecting and calling me names when you sitting over there dealing with Chris. Chris ain't nothing but you. Chris is how E-Kane, C-E-K, ugly, nasty, scum. That is you.
It's my phone dinging in the background for confirmation.
Hallelujah.
And lastly, an accomplishment is when you do something that's never been done before. That means when you take your kids out of the environment you never took them out of and don't look back, when you can love them the way you've never loved them before and not look back, that's an accomplishment. That's when a bitch may give you a cookie. Oreo macadamia, ho. Fuck wrong with you, Bigfoot, Lassiatica, tomato brain ass bitch.
When I say Drika read her for filth, she read her for filth. But let me know what y'all think about it.
Yeah. Shout out to Superwoman Hood Unscripted for reposting that the way she did and putting that all together, girl. Cause yeah, I'm definitely on Drika's side. Okay, so they was like, where's the video? Somebody was like, okay.
This message is for E-Kane and E-Kane only. If I ain't never have nothing else.
Hold on, not that one. Because there was another one somebody said.
Table for Two cast said something about E-Kane.
No.
I'ma say it because y'all scary and I'm not scary because I can't get no whooping. That girl who just got up here and made that video with Chris showing off that ring the size of a mustard seed, y'all need to take her picture and put it in a dictionary next to clout chasing. What pisses me off the most about the whole E-Kane situation is that y'all genuinely don't want better for that girl. Like, this the first opportunity you got to see Chris. And the first thing you did was made a clout chasing ass video talk about on your way to see your husband. What the caption said? Oh, you with E-Kane baby daddy. Using that girl name to pay your motherfucking rent. Instead of being woman enough to have a conversation with Chris and saying, hey, Chris, you know, as a woman that, you know, I probably could possibly go through what E-Kane is going through. I think y'all.
Hold up. So that's just a whole nother commentary about even more shit that's going on and I ain't know about. My bad. I'm trying to find this specific video where they was like, this is what the fuck Drika was talking about when she made the video. Hold up. Hold up. Oh, okay. Well, that's great. My bad, y'all. Hold up. Oh, what? Oh, that's the nigga, huh? Hmm. Let's supporters are concerned after Chris leaks video of Ekane prior to him destroying her home. She has a knife in her hand, and I think she tried to mace him, and so he then went and destroyed her house.
Who should I believe? Okay, let me call my man, because now y'all gonna make me mad. Now y'all got me mad at my man. Was you in my life?
Yeah, I see you alive.
Did you comment? What you comment?
I said I'm on it. That's a problem. Y'all think I'm a problem.
Why you say that?
You talking about killing me or some shit? I don't know.
That's all you heard?
That's all I heard?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I hate him. Oh, he did.
Child, I listen. Erica Kane says she's still confused. So why Drika's read? Oh, okay. So then we don't need to hear your response. Sound like you're not gonna watch it, but you mad.
What you gotta say, Nita? Say something to me. Say something to me right now. Like, say something to me. I'll be waiting. Where you at?
Hoes be online looking for fights with people. It's very weird.
The most about the whole Ekane situation is that y'all genuinely don't.
They don't give a fuck. The girl up there playing herself. We got that part. I was trying to see if there was another part. No,
say about
y'all.
me, y'all resort to ugly every time. But for some strange
No,
reason,
I love when they do this. I love when they write out the whole thing. I love it. It's hilarious. I'm sorry. The time, the effort. Ekane says her DV situation won't bother her.
There last time Chris fucked up my house. No, my kids was there. Secondly, why do y'all think the parents' relationship will really affect them that bad? When I know so many people that have married parents, me, myself included, and I still chose the life I chose. You get what I'm saying? Like, parents can steer you so much, but kids is gonna grow into adults and make their own decisions. I know people with married parents that are baby mamas. I know people with parents that ain't married, that are married. So why do y'all keep telling, like, stop thinking like that? That's so ignorant to even think like that.
So it's ignorant for us to think that how you treat your kids is going to affect how they move in relationships. Your parents were married. Was the relationship toxic? Because if the relationship was toxic and they fought all the time, then it doesn't matter whether they're married or not, bitch. The toxicity of their relationship is obviously going to affect you because here you are.
It's so many other factors that can happen. You get what I'm saying? Yes, that could happen, but I don't think like that. I think positive things happen.
And see, and that works on my nerves because y'all that want to act like y'all think positive, I don't think negative, y'all hoes is dumb. And y'all don't actually think about what could happen in the future. And that's the problem. Like, you don't actually think ahead. You don't make concessions for if this goes good, great. But if this goes bad, I need to also be thinking in that way too. Like, that shit is crazy for you to have 2-3 kids and you think you can just feel positive about everything. So you don't prepare or actually process how things can go wrong. That shit is slow to me.
You understand me? So stop thinking like that, buddy.
Girl, enough.
Once you have enough confidence, then what the next bitch thinking? Do you understand? Do you know I'm Ekane? Oh my God, these bitches done forgot I'm Ekane.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
I told you bitches I look like Beyonce, and you bitches telling me your opinion like you change anything. Once you know who you are, that what the next bitch think, it ain't got nothing to do with you.
That's fine, but when you let a nigga treat you like shit, it's given you don't know who you are. You don't know who you are. Because if you knew who you were, you would not let somebody treat you the way they do. Girl.
I didn't why was you guys pretending? Why was you and Dada hugging to pretend you was nice?
Because
said, why are y'all pretending like y'all nice?
Yes.
Y'all think kids don't understand what the fuck be going on? You really think these kids don't know what the fuck be going on? Who y'all hoes is stupid.
We wasn't pretending. We was being nice, but you shouldn't see us sad and mad. So don't you rather see us hug? Do you want us to hug or do you want us to argue? We can hug.
Yeah, but kids can feel fake ass energy. Kids can feel fake ass energy.
You argue every day.
Every day?
Not every day.
Not every day, but a lot.
You argue in the room.
Quit telling all my business because we
argue in a room. So that means when you think we can't hear, I could hear y'all arguing. And you gonna everybody, it's not gonna affect the kid. Girl, okay.
We could argue. We could argue a little bit, Eddie. Sorry, we'll work on that. Well, I'll work on that. Okay?
I don't like when Dada
Dad.
I don't like when Dada starts screaming super loud.
I didn't like when he knocked all this stuff down.
And
I didn't get put up
But it's okay. No, it's not, bitch.
that fast.
Because I'm used to it, Eddie.
I didn't like when you started crying, so that hurted my feelings.
Y'all just telling all my.
You hear what she said? When you started crying, that hurted my feelings. What did I just say to y'all in a live about how, as a child, especially as a girl child, the way you will feel your mother's feelings, regardless to whether she recognized it or not? I didn't even recognize it, but I felt my mom's emotions so much that it took a minute for me to recognize my own instead of hers. And then what did I do? I repeated that in my relationships, caring more about how other people felt than I did about myself. Because from the fucking beginning, I was having to deal with her emotions and his abuse and their fighting and what that felt like to me. And that's the thing. We don't have to be women with kids when we remember what it was like being the little girl and the little boy in the household that this shit is actually affecting. We verbalize it and y'all just, because y'all kids, y'all don't understand that I'm addicted to this relationship. So it don't matter that it's not healthy. I'm addicted to it.
Y'all just telling all my business.
Like that shit not funny. That shit not funny. That shit is not funny.
Since you want parts so bad. Since you want parts so bad.
Hold
Since
up.
you want parts so
Let me see. Was there anything else that had went down? I'm gonna have to follow her because she just be eating down. Let me follow her. I was just making sure I ain't missed nothing. But yeah, y'all, that you know, the girls are online telling us all of their fucking business all the time. The girls are always online telling everybody they fucking business. Hold up. Okay, fight. I just want to see what come up. Like, did the shit with the baby daddy come up? Pregnant, dealing with all of this. Dealing with all of this. Let me see. Yo, it's a fucking dresser in front of the door. Nigga said the hard breathing. I scared.
I can't get it, Erica.
It's from last year. Let's go to their hashtag. Let's see. I'm interested. Oh, this the video I told y'all about that we was talking about with him, you know, fucking up a house with his ass out.
Today's gonna be busy. Bitch, I got bills. I ain't even paid my rent since June. I ain't paid my rent since June, honey. Hell no. Maybe I should do a Sunday vlog too. The TikTok don't even pay, so I'd rather just do it on Snapchat, honestly. Yes, I already talked to Deshae, y'all. I talked to Deshae yesterday. He said he was on a flight. He don't know what the fuck y'all was talking about. No, I think somebody was lying and said Deshae was in the hospital, had me very sick. And Deshae was on a flight the whole time. I'm like...
So, hold up. Hold up, what? Why it's not playing? That's weird. That's weird. Y'all saw that? This the nigga?
Our paternity pics. Our paternity.
Paternity?
Yes, paternity pics.
What is that? I'm not doing no damn label.
Yo, why always be like, the girl be like pretty, right? Like a pretty girl. The way they will go and find some of the most smuggliest niggas, right? Like the niggas is ugly. These niggas is not cute. And you out here going through all of this?
No, for you to carry. You know maternity and paternity? But yes, you do.
Paternity?
Yes. Like
that is when you find out you're pregnant or not.
No.
Paternity test.
He's so slow, bro.
That's what they've been saying. Maybe it ain't. Maybe I am slow.
This nigga don't know what paternity mean. You had a baby with a nigga that don't know what paternity mean. Let's see.
Yeah, but I hate when you do that, so now I have
playing.
to. I'm not playing with you.
Yeah, fuck him for the culture.
No, not for the culture, for Chris. What you talking about?
Can you tell one of them niggas to put me on?
No, Christopher. Stop doing that for you. Give me the ick and I throw up in your dick.
$2,000.
They literally best friends. Child, the way people be in the comments, gassing any moment online. What is he wearing? Y'all, I'm tired of y'all. I am so tired of y'all. And then when I say what I say, everybody act like I'm tripping. I'm tired of y'all.
This
Chris Lipton confirmed EK is
Chipotle. Let's go. We taking over. Man. This.
What you mean? Like we can't tell she pregnant from that? Talking about she not pregnant. What's wrong with y'all? She's obviously pregnant.
Oh wait, let me stretch again.
Somebody said EK and Chris a vibe when he keep them hands to himself. The fact that y'all think like that is the weirdest shit in the world. Wow. Oh, wow. EK and Chris got into it last night on his birthday. Eyes swollen, lashes gone, mark on her cheek. Wow. Got handled last night after going to a local party. Wow.
No, he wasn't fighting. I just hope he got my purse. That's all I hope. I hope he got my purse and my wallet, and somebody else don't got the shit because, ooh, they finna get off on my shit. They finna get off.
I don't know, y'all. I don't want to be down to the hospital with no lashes and knocked upside the head and all of that. Over a nigga. Like I don't really want to go through that. Like that's wild to me.
Get your money, bro. Get your money.
He can't call side thing and it gets serious. What?
You gotta say no.
Get your money, bro. Get your money.
Get your money, bro. Okay. They have
Diamond deal wasn't open, bitch. Diamond deal wasn't open, bitch.
Okay. Okay. Yike. I don't know these people, y'all. I'm fascinated.
Hello?
I'm pregnant.
Trying to sell my dog now.
See, he always ruining some shit. He always ruining something, man. Anywho, what y'all want to get about now? What y'all got going on now?
When my son is born, we gonna go band for band. Fuck it. We all gotta up some bands next to your kid. We gonna see who got. Come on now, we could do this shit for real. We could really do this shit, bro. I called Chris broken, bummy all damn day on Facebook. But this nigga to pay for every motherfucking thing, literally. I didn't have to touch shit.
That's what she was telling everybody back then.
Your mom got 8 other kids to take care of that your sister not doing. So what are you saying to me?
What are you saying to me? These niggas be stupid as hell. I ain't going for none of that. Then a nigga thought he could play crazy, talking crazy. Bitch, this my crib. It's what you forget. I'm letting you in this bitch off mercy. Off the strength, just because you was acting right. Just because you was acting right. You was doing what needed to be done in car.
Where was?
You was at your TT house. All right, go in my room and leave me be to fight my demons in peace. Thank you.
Okay. I think I'm done. But yeah, y'all. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. This is, I mean, listen, this is what a lot of people was thinking about. When we were seeing Cardi and Stefan. I ain't gonna lie. Like, money aside, you screaming and hollering while pregnant is what I continue to see in my head. But let's see, hold on.
Who actually did it? Who stabbed my tires and maced me for fun? Today. Not yesterday. Not when she said it. Today. And here y'all go. Oh, Chris ain't got no job. All right, this kid's in the car now. We gotta stop. After you mess the house up, I'll put this on my two kids' life. Christopher Smith, Keziah Smith. She stabbed my tires and maced me before I did any of that shit. That's on your life. That's on your life. I got a little wood, I think, too. Oh, I got a little blunt in the tray.
All right, man, I'm gonna still roll up real quick. I gotta get some more smoke anyway, but Slim said he 4 minutes.
Why you go back? Because I love her. That's my baby. We done been through too much.
Man, you know, you gotta let, man, they need to relax.
We done been through too much. But as for all that, look, they think this me, bro. This me.
Kids in the backseat. Kids in the backseat.
Chris ain't even my baby daddy. Minks and Moomies. Them motherfuckers got different dads, honey. Nope, I don't have an Amazon registry, honey. Just watch my Snapchat and I'll buy whatever y'all want me to buy.
Did she really just say that? Do them kids know who their daddy is? My God, today. I can't stand watching people eat.
Thank you, Queen. Girl, I don't even know how much you can charge me. I just said, come look at my sink and see what the fuck is up. Thank you, sister. The TV dinners is the last things that's still good.
Girl. But,
Texas offices. They all know me. Katie, Regina. My Texas offices.
why is that happening?
Texas offices.
Like, play from the beginning, weird asshole.
Blah, and just wait till the court reports come out and blah, blah, blah. Y'all gonna see all this and blah, 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 and this and that and this. Listen, I'm chilling in my house, fresh off work. I didn't make a lot. I made 165. It's cool. Just cooler. Tag them again. Matter of fact, want me to call CPS? I ain't talked to Katie in a while. I'll call Katie right now. Katie know me personally.
Why does this creep me out?
Katie know me personally.
Okay.
Okay. Don't do it. All right, I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, Katie know me personally down there at the Child Protector's offices. They all know me. Katie, Regina.
So the people know them down to the child protection offices. Because we see how often CPS gets called and y'all leave them children in the care of these fuck ass parents. And I'm guessing it's because they don't have any better options. Okay, hold on. Let's not do that. Child, this poor video. This poor video, y'all. This might get taken down too and put back up later. That's how they fucking with me this week. Ekane regrets keeping the baby and cries on live. Okay, she not talking. So she crying, and I'm guessing at some point she must have said she regrets keeping her baby. Girl, I don't know, y'all. I mean, listen, I'm done. I'm done. I'll just say this. Every day there's somebody in real life or on the internet showing us how they shouldn't be fucking parents and how they put their romantic relationship drama and their chaotic, toxic bullshit ahead of their kids' well-being. We see it every day, B. We see it every day. And this is just another example of that. Another example of people feeling like because there's money in it, it is better to keep putting your children through bullshit because of money. To not care about the psyche and the emotions and the mental of the children because y'all yourselves don't care about your own mental at this point in life. So I guess nobody gave a fuck about mine, so I'm not gonna care about my kids neither. Like that's low key would it be given on some level when people be like, hey, you know, this look crazy, right? And y'all like, I don't give a fuck. I got money, girl. Money was one of the worst things they ever gave you motherfuckers. Cause I swear to God, like having a little bit of something make y'all think that y'all are impervious to everything. Having a little bit of money seems to make everybody think they have figured life out in a way that they have absolutely not. And she probably over there getting her ass beat. Not only because the, toxic relationship and, the misogyny and all of that shit. Niggas don't give a fuck. They beat bitches upside the head because that's what they heard in rap lyrics and shit. It's a society we live in. But ultimately it's giving that nigga gay. That nigga gay. 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 That nigga gay. That nigga. All right, I'm done. I'm done, y'all. Y'all have a good rest of y'all day. There is no OLFP tonight. We come back next week. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.